My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Abu Dhabi fight card, giving you our picks, predictions, bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. But before we jump into this card, can you watch my vlog from the last card? It was one of the more fun vlogs. Unfortunately, Jacob wasn't able to attend. You could see he's still wearing glasses. The eyes are on the mend, but they weren't quite good enough for a...
Glasses for the asses.
What? So you can see them better?
Glasses for the asses.
This was one of the, I feel like, as a consumer of the vlogs as well, I feel like this was one of the better vlogs. So watch it. The event was a good time. Some funny stuff happens in the vlog. Watch the damn vlog. It's so much effort to film these things, and nobody watches them. So please watch the vlog.
Have you thought
but
maybe
instead
you're doing
of
something wrong with those?
I mean, they don't even click on it. It's one, like, the people who do watch it stick around and watch it. People just don't click on it. See? John says best vlog yet. I can tell which ones suck and which
Sounds
ones
like
don't.
maybe a thumbnail change. I don't know. Same thumbnail every time. Yeah.
I don't think people give a shit is the problem. They're like, it's a pick. I want you to give me the picks. Give them to me immediately. Well, you know what? If you were here last week for the picks and bets, you made a couple of dollars because Big Ange had a clean sweep. Kunith, who everybody loves to hate on, put up what? 16 units or 7 units of net profit. BetSam keeps doing what BetSam does. And that was the 10th safety parlay.
Go back for a second. I just want to discuss.
I tried to do you a favor, man. I didn't even address you.
I'll head on because I'm not ashamed of these bets. I'm not ashamed of these bets. I was down 4 units after being up, 22 units the last 2 weeks. CLD inside the distance. That's a 5-unit swing right there.
He could have. He just started fucking around with the clip. Yeah.
Fucking shoulda. And I told you guys, I said, I'm going to make this bet, and I know exactly what's going to happen. And I put it on Twitter. I said, he's going to hurt Jared Cannonier. He's going to try some spinning shit. He's going to get taken down, and he's probably going to barely win that fight. I don't know how you were feeling watching that since it was a safety parlay, but it felt like he was about to fucking lose that fight when he, like, in the second round.
When he was flat on his back after the halfway point of the second round, when he got taken down, he was flat in his back. I was like, this fucking idiot. But then he got back up.
So that was one. I don't even hate Mike McMillan under 1.5. I mean, he got dropped twice in the first round. He was all over that guy. I even had McMillan second round TKO. It looked like in the second round he was going to bury the guy. So, you're not going to hit every bet. You're not going to hit every week. But I do regret the Usman bet a little bit. But
I will say that 50-45 scorecard against Usman was outrageous. I thought it was 3-2 if I'm a judge.
I think you were drunk.
Well, we were. I mean, that is true. But Usman was having success. Obviously, he got wobbled 1,000 times, but he
won a round, and I mean, there was another one that was a little bit close, maybe, but it doesn't matter.
He ended what? Wasn't it the 5th? He ended with an insane flurry, something like that. Either way,
won the last 7 seconds of the fight.
Either way, the event was spectacular for the boys. That was the 10th safety parlay in a row. This is record-setting territory. I actually went back the last 3 years. The most I've had is 8 in a row. So we actually set a record at 9, 10, just continue to add on to the record. Hunting for 11 this week, and this is not an easy week to get an 11 safety parlay because, yes, it is easy in that there's some tremendous favorites. But if I put up a minus 350 bet on here, you guys would flip the fuck out. So I had to go dumpster diving to get some reasonable odds. So 10 safety parlays in a row. If the only thing you ever did was go to the website, become a premium member for $10 and tail the safety parlay, for the last 10 events, you'd be up over 8 units. But it isn't just copy-paste bets on the board. We have a lot more than that. We have tools as well. We have a data analyzer. This allows you to manipulate data, find your own spots for those of you who like to do your own research.
Manipulate me.
We have a fight simulator. oh, God forbid. I
mean, you're the one. I mean, this is the one. Like, you're the one that's supposed to be like steady Ange, conservative Ange, like keep me in check and stuff. But it really has turned into like just a sex pervertedness waterfall from you.
Sex pest.
You must have dropped some weight. Now you can see more of your dick, and now you're feeling good about yourself.
Look at that thing. That's been there this whole time.
You know what's funny? Look at this.
I'd love to hear it.
Facebook's got Facebook memories.
Oh, dude, am I in it?
But it's like a crazy thing because 3 years ago I thought you were big. Turns out you weren't. Look at this picture. This is from 3 years ago. Look at. I don't know if it's gonna
Oh,
focus
dude!
right,
Anytime I know I look young, dude.
Look at that. I mean, you're skinny and you got like a little. There we go.
Yeah, look at that jawline, dude. That it is crazy.
We were making fun of you being fat then. Now, I mean, Jesus.
Anytime
you look like you're 200 pounds right there.
And that's this house. That's the house I'm in right now. That is
look, 3 years ago.
I blame the neighbors. They made me fat. All the drinking. I am on the. I had a salad for lunch.
Also, 4 years ago, I had that's when Tom blew his knee out. I had a parlay. It's hard to read there to win 43 units. And the last leg was Tom, and he blew out his knee. What a rush.
Well, you guys could also get a rush when you use our tools to find your own spots. We built the greatest service that has ever existed. And you know how I know that? People are literally reaching out to us. I'm not going to read this whole email, or I'm not going to specifically call out whose other product he signed up for. But let me read some pieces of this email. We got this email.
Really, the only thing you need to say is there's been over 4,500 people. This isn't like we've got like 12 people signed up and we're just like, people don't know if there's gonna, and we don't retain people, and people sign up. Obviously you're gonna have a little bit of a flux or whatever, but we have shown the 4,500 people consistently that these are great tools, that it helps out.
Correct.
So it's like,
I mean, that is true. It's not some fly by the night bullshit. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this person reached out, said, we want picks is probably my primary source, and I give it the most credibility. But when I agree or disagree, I still like to check with this other person and this other person just to see if they agree or disagree as well. I paid for this other person's premium service for double the price of yours, $20 versus $10, just to actually compare it. And despite me hearing you tell me during every single video that yours is the best value in this space, I was still shocked at how poor the quality of the other person's premium is. There's a reason you pointed out, and you should continue to do so, but it's hard to understand how much better your offer is compared to other people if you don't subscribe to somebody else's product. Now that I've done that, I just wanted to give you kudos and to affirm what you tell us in every single video. I was shocked how poor the quality this other person's offering is. And then he ends it with, P.S. I like this other person. I'm not ragging on him. I think he has a lot to offer as far as insights, but his service is nowhere near the quality of yours. Yours is far superior and for a lot less. I wish I could share, because I hate this other person. This other person sucks. I've never talked to them, but people are always like, you should fight this other person. I don't know this other person. Can't stand him. I would love if I could put him on blast.
That's a weird sentence. I don't know this other person, but I can't stand him.
I can't stand him because he talks about me, and people are like, you should fight this guy. It's not lucrative. He just said his service was $20 to our 10. Lucrative's $150. He's 15 times our price. This other person is only double. If you become a premium member, you get every pick, you get every bet, you get every tool, you get the artificial intelligence. You get literally everything in one package. There's no upsell. There's no cross-sell. There's no weird tiers. None of that bullshit. It is $10 for everything instantly for an entire month. And if you love it, you keep it. To Jacob's point, almost 5,000 people keep it. And yes, we'll lose people, right? Some people get a new credit card. Some people run out of money. Some people want to take a step back from betting on sports a little bit, or like, you'll always lose some people, but we're gaining more than we lose. We're growing at an incredible rate, and people are sticking around for the long haul. If you want to join the crew, it's only $10. If you hate it, cancel. If you love it, just keep it. Here are the 4 cards you're going to get. You're going to get this weekend's Abu Dhabi. Then we're going to Serbia. Then we're going to Vegas. And then we're going to, where's 3:30? Is it
Philly.
Pittsburgh? Philly. Then Philly for 2 title fights. $10. Everything you could ever want or need.
And just on that point, you know the Milky Way galaxy? Are you familiar with?
I'm familiar with it. Yep.
You know the closest other galaxy is the Andromeda galaxy. Are you familiar with that one?
Not really. Heard the name.
It's just another big galaxy. And when you're looking up at the actually, let me preface this by saying this. In like 6 billion years, the Milky Way galaxy and the Andromeda galaxy are going to collide. So keep that on your calendar. But when you're looking at the Milky Way galaxy, it seems like there's just a lot of stars, which there is. I mean, millions and millions and millions and millions of stars. And Andromeda is the same thing. And you would think when those galaxies collide that it'd just be like just fucking. But did you know there's so much space in space that even when those galaxies collide, it's going to be like a lottery for any of those stars to collide with each other. Like they're probably just all going to miss each other.
Oh, it's just
that's how much space there is.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a beautiful graphic of two galaxies colliding, but because of the space, they dodge.
Yeah, you think it seems like this dense thing, and they're just going to all. But even that's how insanely spread out space is. That even when these galaxies are colliding, that these stars aren't even going to hit each other. But we'll see. I mean,
what does that have to do with anything?
We'll see.
You preface this with to add on to that point, and I thought your analogy was going to be like the gap between this and this is as wide as our gap between us and everybody else, but you didn't get anywhere near there.
Well, I was going to lead to this. This is the next point. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking about the colliding of the galaxies, which alludes to
the non-colliding,
the moon landing. People bring it to the moon landing. But the astronauts left reflectors on the moon that you can shine. We still today shine lasers off of the reflectors of the moon. So it proves that we were there.
And
so I just want to add that in.
That's why the $10 premium is the greatest service in space. Is it was that analogy? That was an amazing accomplishment, but 10 safety parlays in a row is an even more amazing accomplishment. Is that where you were going with that?
No, it was all that to get it's I wanted to. So we're talking about the galaxies, talked about the moon, and did you know that because you're familiar with the speed of light, right?
Yep.
And people think that we can't go faster than the speed of light right now because we just don't have the technology. Like that's the fastest thing in the universe is speed of light, but eventually. But that's not actually true. You physically can't go faster than the speed of light. That just caps it.
And that relates to premium membership in what capacity?
$10 a month.
You should be signing up as quick as light can reach the inside of your eyeball. There it is. We connected those dots. Guys, a couple of safety parlays. $1.99 from Baby Snake Walker, the beacon of stability. It is the beacon of stability, and it's gonna right. It's not. I'm not gonna hit. I hit 10, maybe I hit 11. Maybe it can't go forever.
Hit 10 last week.
I will miss one. Oh yeah, so good. Well, and that's an underdog. Yeah, but I would say a safety parlay is just as hard as an underdog. I have two legs that have to hit. You just have one, but it is a dog.
Go back to your odds. Let's just look at it because all my odds were plus money. So you want to go back and say it's just as hard? I mean, literally it's not by definition.
All right, fair.
Hitting an underdog a plus one because some of those were plus 250. I had one in there that was like plus 275. So
one thing has to happen for yours to hit. Two things have to happen for mine.
Right. Two very likely things have to happen. Right.
Fair point. I appreciate beacon of stability. I invented the safety parlay. We own safetyparlay.com for Christ's sake. It is the beacon of stability.
And we own
sex. We want sex bots. Is it we want sex bots? We want sex robots? We want sex bots?
We want sex bots.
We want sexbots.com.
Check it out.
You can buy a sex bot from the boys. As soon as I miss a safety parlay, everybody's going to be a genius and tell me I'm a retard, which is going to be that's going to be
don't like that
fun. Word. Is Angelo gooning today? I don't know why I pinned this one.
Never goon.
I have been getting this guy on my TikTok feed, Mullet Reviews, that just reviews Chinese buffets in the Midwest. They're all shit. All of them are dirty.
He was at Indianapolis the other day.
Yeah, did I send it to you? Or you're getting them to you blowing up?
Well. I don't watch them, but they keep showing up.
The content's quality. He eats a crab rangoon and everyone goes, "Oh, we're gooning." So now I am saying that out of nowhere. $4.99 from Hayden Bucks fan. Hope you're feeling better, Jakey boy. I'm up 8 units this month with y'all's help. I just hit 1 year of premium. Best value in this space. Hayden, We appreciate you. Love the
Thank you for
profile
the
picture.
$4.99. I am. I've gone to the gym 4 days in a row, which has helped mentally as well, and I've been able to walk the dog a little bit. We are improving, and the one thing that helped me improve was stopping everything they told me to keep doing. Take this drops and put these drops in and put this drop in. 3 days ago, I've said, fuck this. I stopped doing it all. And we're improving rapidly. So if you're out there with cancer treatments and
no, this is not medical.
I'm not a medical doctor, but maybe go cold turkey on it. They do say when you have cancer, it's not the cancer that kills you, it's the chemo. So I think these allergy eye drops.
That's not true. I don't think that's true.
That literally is true. It's the chemo and stuff just wears you down.
$1.99 from Jacob might like dudes. Nice. You know what I love about this? It's not me, right? They didn't change this name. They didn't they didn't change the name to Angelo's cousin, Angelo's fat, Angelo Goon. It has nothing to do with me. Finally, one of these custom names is about you.
Angelo's trying to get, I'm sure he's off the wagon already, but he said he was going to try and clean up his life.
I am.
Stuff like that with what you went to the length of contaminating a lettuce factory so you didn't have to eat salads. You want to know how that started? That was Angelo. But this is the other thing that he's been using to keep himself during the day. Only his wife has the key to that thing. They keep him locked up 12 hours a day. Unlock it just before bed. Throw him a couple kibbles and.
I have to eat through straws.
So if you want to keep going, we got more. You would try to come at me.
And a tremendous $69.99 from Big Maple Bets. Boys, been a crazy couple of weeks with having our second child. Congrats, our first son. All right, now he's just rubbing it in. And I said to Ange, it's nice to pay $10 a month for the reads when you just don't have time to do the tape study. Sometimes I hit a 7-legger for $21,000 at UFC 329 because of y'all. That's insane. Thank you, Big Maple. Genuinely appreciate you. He sent me those Canadian cheese doodles. Those were fantastic. Those were unbelievable. They were like a very different flavor. It's real cheese. Thank you, Big Maple. Genuinely appreciate it. And finally, 129 sec. Haven't seen that arm action in a minute, Sally. Grab that ball and show Ange how real men throw. From Vinny 4K.
Sore. Like I said, I've been back in the gym again, finally, really getting after it. I'm getting fucking. I mean, the next picture I throw on the gram, it's probably going to be about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, but it's
thirst trap
fucking crazy,
coming up,
man. I mean, you can already see. I mean, the way my upper chest comes in is just. I mean, this is all meat here. I mean, that's. I mean, it's going to be out of control. So I appreciate that 129 secs, but I can't really. I'm getting a little tight. Need to stay limber. It's important to stretch. I'm sure you've been stretching because you're back. I tell you.
I just went to physical therapy
strengthen your
today.
core. Stretching. That's the best thing for your back. I bet you've been strengthening that core like crazy, huh?
I just went to physical therapy today, and I said, so I got to work on the core. He's like, it's not just the core. It's more complicated than that. So now he's working on making my
fucking try to get muscles everywhere. Strengthen your back muscles. Strengthen everything.
He's making my right hip flexor more flexible. He's like, you are very, very flexible for your size, but your left side is more flexible than your right side. But your
Dude, when somebody hits you for your size, is that not like is that not rock bottom? If somebody ever said your size.
He meant general. He didn't mean width. It was everything. Oh, yeah. Height, width.
Pretty flexible for your size. He could have hit the period. He hit the ...
He has me, my left side's more flexible than my right. And he's like, so that's why your back's compensating on the right side. So whatever.
Your left side's more flexible. I know why that is.
Why is that?
I guarantee you're one of those fucking sex pervert weirdos. And when you're jerking off in the bathroom in front of the mirror, you're hiking that leg up on the counter. You're going back door with it. You got that leg hiked up on the counter, don't you, Angelo? No denial. There's no denial.
I do not. Denied. Let's jump in to this 13 fight card with names that I will butcher. And we're going to open up the UFC Abu Dhabi card with Abdul Hussein taking on Cody Gibson. Abdul Hussein. What?
It's funny because you said you're going to butcher all these names, and then you have this Cody Gibson. It's like Cody Gibson. Great tattoo, huh?
A picture of his kid. Abdul Hussein, 15-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is on a nice little 8-fight win streak. Cody Gibson, 21-12 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, riding back-to-back finish losses. Abdul Hussein is a killer. He's got powerful hands, opportunistic grappling. He is going to wrestle as well. He does a really good job coming forward and immediately engaging in a firefight. If things do get heated, he'll look to wrestle. He's a pretty good wrestler. He is incredibly well-rounded, incredibly dangerous, and he can win anywhere. He also is well-tested. Just go back and watch his Magomed Ankalaev fight, where he had a ton of success. He lost, but he had a ton of success, and Magomed Ankalaev might literally be top 3 flyweights on planet Earth, if not the best flyweight on planet Earth. Taking on Cody Gibson, a solid striker who uses his length well. He is pretty long. He's very busy in exchanges, and he uses that length to set up his strikes, defensive takedowns. He has 14 takedowns in the UFC, but he is primarily a striker. If you do take him down, you can have some success holding there. He is coming off the 21-second knockout loss to Arichi Lang. Cody, like many other people on this card, has been brought in to lose, and I think he will do exactly that. A little too old, a little too slow, a little too chinny.
He's 39.
Yeah, and dude, this card is a very
good-looking 39,
card.
though.
It's a great 39. He looks very good for 39. Absolutely. There's not even any, there's no crow's feet.
He could be Batman.
No crow's feet. Oh, he's got some Christian Bale in the cheekbones there.
How about this?
He's not going to win this fight, and he probably gets finished. Who's that?
Who do you think it is?
Is that Sean Brady? What? Andre Petrosky? Is that Andre Petrosky?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Andre Petrosky.
He's got a Batman
he looks
jaw.
so much better. He looks so much better without a beard.
Batman. Imagine him with a Batman mask on and some mascara.
Dude,
he's got the shadow for it.
Usually the beard makes you look better.
A lot of people use it to hide
that fake Photoshop picture.
That's why I usually wear a beard, but I'm locked in too. I could look good in anything.
Sure. Who do you think wins this fight, though?
Yeah, I'm the one that told you guys before Cody Gibson's last fight that he can beat Arichi Long. He can get the takedowns. Angelo calls him a striker. He's a wrestler. He's not really a striker. I don't know where Angelo's getting his information from, but he wants to win fights with his wrestling, and he could have used his wrestling against Arichi Long. And then I'm the one that saw the interview from some random person earlier in fight week. Cody Gibson being like, yeah, and I don't know, I can't remember if this is what he sounds like, but I'm just gonna exaggerate right now. But he's like, yeah, man, winning is cool, but what's really cool is getting that bonus, that $100,000 bonus, or getting your bonus. And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's gonna try and strike with the Arichi Long and get knocked the fuck out. What are you talking about? Winning is fun, but what's better is you can win and get your bonus. You can take this guy down and you can still do both. You don't have to fucking. But I raised the alarms and was like, this doesn't sound good. This sounds like he's going to try and knock out Arichi Long. He's probably going to get knocked out. 20 seconds into the fight, he got knocked the fuck out. So the issue in this fight is Cody Gibson is going to want to wrestle this guy because Abdul's going to be in his face. Abdul, when I was pre-researching this fight, seemed like it was going to be excuse me, what was that?
What's pre-research?
Okay, Angel, I'm very detailed in the way I do things. First thing I do is I go to the Tapologies. Look at the record. Who are they fighting? How are they winning? Is it by KO? Is it by submission? Level of competition. Okay?
That's pre-research.
That's pre-research.
Okay.
Okay? Now I'm ready for the film study because now I know I have an idea of what they are, who they could be. Now I can see what am I looking for. They got a bunch of submissions. Okay, now while I'm watching the tape, how are the takedowns? How's the footwork? If they got KOs, how are they getting them? How are they setting them up? I'm doing the pre-research.
That's doing the research. Tape studies, the research. Got it.
And then the post-research is
lotion.
Sometimes connected Instagram. I go to the Instagrams. A lot of times while I'm watching the fights, I'll have the Instagrams. How's the training? How are they looking? How's the pool? All that. How's the beach? All that type of stuff. So pre-research, I was looking at this guy. He's got a bunch of submissions, some KOs as well. But I thought, oh my God, is this going to be another situation where we're going to have another Alberto Montes coming in that's supposed to be like this submission guy, but then he gets caught in a striking fight or he can't get the takedowns and then he just looks clueless? No. Abdul is very comfortable in the striking, switching stances, moving forward, can throw nice combinations. So I think the pressure of the striking from Abdul is going to lead to Cody kind of forcing takedowns that he's uncomfortable taking. And then when he's forcing those takedowns, Abdul's then going to be able to use his grappling. He's definitely a better grappler. Wrestling, we'll see, but Abdul's definitely the better probably grappler of the two. So I think it's going to be the force striking. He could hurt Cody. But if Cody starts shooting, I think the grappling is going to be there as well. So, I like Abdul. He kind of carries himself a little bit of swagger as well. And he fucking put Tyson Nam is a fucking, I know he got hit a lot in the UFC, but he's typically a very durable fucking guy. And I know he's older now and stuff. He put Tyson Nam out fucking cold. So he's definitely got some hands as well. Hopefully he doesn't fall in love with it, go too heavy, try to get a knockout, and that's he gets caught. But Cody's not really a dangerous guy. I mean, his 2 wins are what? Chad Alhaliger.
And I'm not going to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's a tough one to. It's a little dangerous and
to navigate. Yeah,
it's who is it? Oh, and Brian Kelleher. So it's like, I don't know.
Neither one of them are currently employed yet. Yeah, I mean, Abdul is the first of a long list of confident picks who are UFC debuts, who have only beat a bunch of bums. Now, Abdul has beaten more than bums. The Magomed fight is he didn't beat Magomed, but again, you saw him get tested against a world level guy.
Yeah, Tyson Nam as well. Yeah. I mean, he's a UFC. He wins the UFC and stuff. This is definitely going to be a nice. I say this a lot when I'm streaming and stuff. Let's pay attention to the first fight, because if there's a big favorite that either struggles or loses in that first fight, a lot of times when there's for whatever reason, it just feels like everything goes off the rails. So if Abdul fucking cruises, this could just be chalk the way it's supposed to be chalk. But if he struggles or loses, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, could get interesting quick. So Abdul's the pick. Both Jacob and I have picked him. $9,300 in DraftKings Fantasy. It makes sense given
Abdul kind of looks like Eric Anders.
I can see it a little bit. It's the eyes. It's the eyes if he covers the eyes. There it is. See? Guys, go to the website. WeWantPicks.com. We're crushing it lately. We can't miss. And we're not going to win forever. We'll lose a week. And then we'll win 5 more in a row, because that's what the hell we've been doing. Absolutely crushing it. WeWantPicks.com. Every pick, every bet, every tool, every single thing that we offer for $10 freaking for an entire month. And that will include UFC 330. Couple super chats. We have $2 from a sharp brother. Have you guys seen the Odyssey movie? It's epic. I have not. I don't know my appetite to go watch a 3.5-hour movie, but everybody I know who did see it said it was incredible.
Yeah, and I don't have anybody in my life to watch movies with.
I invited you to the movies 3 weeks ago, and you didn't even respond.
Yeah, when I couldn't leave my house, I did respond. I'm like, "Are you fucking retarded? I can't leave my house." You're like, "Just
why?" I said, "I'll pick." I said, "I'll pick you up," and it's inside.
It's fucking. I'm like, the air. I can't. I have to. That was when I was just sitting in my apartment for 2 straight weeks with my eyes closed. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I can't just sit there and watch a movie, Angelo. You fucking retard. The hell are you talking about?
I said, "We'll get you swimming."
You're like, "No, I'll pick you up." That has nothing to do with anything. I can't sit. I can't do anything.
You said the outside air was the problem.
Everything. I went 2 weeks without opening my eyes, basically.
Like a baby mouse. Then a $4.99 super chat from TP23. Holding a fish. I mean, that's a dating profile picture. Sam, the freckled salamander. That's a largemouth bass, my man. I went fishing. I didn't grow up in the inner city.
I like that. I just love, when a pro is when you just got to hang. You got to. Like all the way out, man. Yeah. You gotta extend an arm away from your body. You put that thing's not as big as his head if you can hold it close, but he knows the technique.
Jeez.
What is it, 3.5?
No, that's 2 pounds,
4?
dude. It's all hollow. Are you crazy?
That's a 3.5, 4 maybe. Let me know how much that is, TP.
He said,
Sam, a picture of it. I think that's 3.5, 4 pounds.
Freckled salamander Patterson is healed. Okay. Prayers up. New member. Let's eat as much as Angelo. Whoa, what the fuck? You know what I've been doing in the Discord that some people laugh at and some people hate? If you are a non-premium member in the Discord's free and available to everybody, but there are premium channels for premium members.
See, he said about a 4-pounder, brother. See, I know my fish.
Anybody who calls me fat or makes fun of me and you're not premium, I do what all the big streamers do. You have 10 minutes to become premium or you're gone. Calling me fat is a privilege. In my own Discord, that's a privilege, not a right. Last one, then we'll move on, and then we'll hit. There's a bunch of super chats here. We'll hit them as we go. Riley B9J 299 super chat. Salt Kid kills Gamrot. Jacob, did Ange really eat a salad? Why is it? Yes, I did have a salad. Now, it was a salad sandwich from my favorite place, Led Zeppelin, but it was a salad.
Keelan fucking sucks.
A chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, he got dropped and almost lost to a 55-year-old Beneil Dariush.
And Beneil's basically going to out-wrestle him, too. Gamrot probably out-wrestles him. But thank you very much.
Look at the takedowns he was shooting against and Nazrat was fucking 2 minutes in that fight. I would have put my life savings that Nazrat was going to fucking win that fight. Quillen looked fucking awful. I know you have to highlight. Watch that fight. Look fucking get lit up. His takedowns were fucking horrible. It was like, Jesus Christ. That guy's terrible.
Yeah, I do have to do... A lot of these, you just look at it like, well, this guy's going to win. Let me do my write-up. But that one, I'll watch a little more tape just to make sure. But I'm probably on the Gamrot side. We have more super chats. We'll get to them after this breakdown. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Nurullo Aliev taking on Mike Davis. Nurullo Aliev, 11-0, undefeated in his career with 9 decisions, taking on Mike Davis, 12-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that bounce-back win over Mitch Ramirez. Nurullo Aliev, dominant wrestler. He's been competing his entire life. Good forward pressure. Good. He's, everybody that was glazing Mitch last week, how'd you people feel? And I literally sat here and I was like, the best thing that ever happened to Chase Hooper was getting knocked out twice in a row because now he's going back to what he's actually good at.
That was the only bet. That was the most confident pick. Not the most confident pick I had, but I was like, fuck Chase Hooper, but I ended up betting Chase Hooper first round sub, and that was the only bet I hit. So I was like, that's why people were like, nice pick. It's like, well, I hit the fucking bet. So that fight was going one way. It was either going to be that or he was getting knocked out. So it is what it is.
Nurullo Aliev, good forward pressure. He has that wrestling style, constantly threatening something, and then he'll shoot, he'll reshoot. He has decent striking as well. He is light on his feet. He pumps that jab. He works in for a takedown. His takedowns are powerful. He is relentless, but they're not fast. Like, they're not super quick. They're well set up, though. He is coming off that decision win over Shem Rock, where he had him rocked, pun intended, on his feet what felt like 50 times. He's taking on Mike Davis, nasty grappler with fast athletic striking and some real power. His kicks are incredible. He'll double tap the body, and then he'll bring that leg up to the head before he even puts it back on the bottom. Outside of the paint fume loss to Faraz Siam, he has shown that he's pretty well-rounded. He can fade his fights, go on, but he does have a good chin. He's coming off that KO win over Mitch Ramirez where he slowed, but he took over with the striking. This is kind of a tough spot, and I am shocked that these odds are what they are. So you can see here, minus 220 open, minus 220 right now. That's not what the odds were just a few days ago. So he obviously opened here, and then people bet the absolute shit out of Mike Davis, and this line got real close. And then now the money's swinging the other way. The reason the money's swinging the other way is the odds on this card are not good. So people are trying to find, I think he wins, and he's not minus 600, so I'll bet on him. And that's just moving the line, and then people see the line moved a little bit, and then they jump on it. So there's a couple of lines here where some relatively close fights are wider than they should be, and this is one of them. Mike Davis, I think, is actually the better fighter between the two, just overall fighter.
I can't believe you said that.
I think he's the overall better fighter. I think his BJJ is better.
I love Mike Davis, man. I just can't believe you say that. You got a guy...
Well, I'm picking Nurullo.
I understand that, but I'm just surprised you're saying that because you have a wrestler versus a non-white.
A jiu-jitsu nerd.
And you're complimenting the person of color. It's very impressive.
I'm not picking him, so the rumors will continue to be fed. Mike Davis is the better fighter. He's the better striker. He's the better jiu-jitsu guy. The problem is he can play that jiu-jitsu game and get stuck off of his back. And there might be some regional bias here once this hits the scorecards, because it probably will hit the scorecards. So I'm going to have to pick the guy who can control where this fight goes. And that's Nurullo. If he is having success striking, he can
Jason Nurullo.
if he needs to get the takedown, he'll get the takedown.
Wasn't there another fighter that was like Jason Nurullo?
There was. It was last week, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I would have remembered.
I think Anyway, I'm picking Nurullo Aliev because he is the better wrestler, and his jiu-jitsu is certainly good enough to not get subbed. So now Mike Davis either has to get the takedowns and end up on top, or make sure this stays standing and win the striking, and I don't think he can do either one of those. So Nurullo Aliev is the pick. Man, I figured you
me?
could read. I figured
No,
you
I
could
read
read
the
the
room.
room.
I always address you
Yeah,
like
what
a man. I
professional
always
courtesy.
throw it to
Sir,
you.
sir, it's your turn.
Sir, start over. You idiot. Start over.
Start over.
Listen, I'm going to make a pick here, and this is going to be like a pick that I don't want to make, and one that you shouldn't really listen to me on, but I'm going to tell you exactly how to play this, because I'm not putting it in premium, but I want to put it in premium, so I'll just give a little freebie here on how you can play this fight and how I thinks it's going to go. I like Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to fighting. The guy, he loves video games. He loves streaming. It seems like he just shows up to fight to be able to get some money so he can continue his streaming thing. He says he's a little bit more all in now, and he wants to prove that he is somebody in this division. If he was fucking if this guy had the drive to be and went to a real fucking, he's at that Fusion. I fucking hate that place now. If he went to like a nice big gym and fucking was just grinding on this shit, this guy is unbelievably talented. Like, he is physically gifted for this division. He carries his weight well. He's got good striking, and you can tell he really enjoys the wrestling and especially the grappling. He is very, very unique. He is very, very unique. He's very, what's that word I'm looking for? Not special. He's very, I think it starts with an S. He's very.
Are you trying to get me to say a slur by accident?
No, he's unique. He's very. Man,
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Great. So why don't we
do
skip
now?
that word? Yeah, why don't we
do
skip
now? We're
that
at a
word?
wall. I'm at a wall. I'm just looking at this wall, being like,
yeah, why don't we just skip the word? Savvy? No,
Savvy's not it.
it's not.
God
good.
damn it, Jack.
How are savvy?
Salamander-ish is close. Maybe it doesn't start with an S. He's very unique. He's very sensational. No. He's very sensational. No. That's
We're talking about his striking style? Unorthodox?
No, his grappling. He's very not unorthodox.
Opportunistic?
Slick. Slick could be it. We'll use slick. He's very slick on the ground. That's not even it, but sophisticated, suspect, sexy. I don't think we're gonna get there. But he is very he's pretty crazy on the ground in the way that he can attack submissions. He's very what?
Spastic?
No, I don't even think it starts with an S at this point.
You said crazy. That's why I went with that.
Dynamic could be close. That's what I'm looking for. He's very. God, I just want to hit it, man. No, just stop texting it. You're going to throw me off. But here's how you play this fight. Long story short, I'm taking Mike Davis because the guy is fucking unbelievably talented. If he comes in and pulls this off, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be sitting here surprised. But I would play this Mike Davis round 1 submission. He's going to be in some crazy scrambles. He's got some really unique stuff that he does on the ground with back takes and stuff like that. It feels like Aliev's probably going to be aware with that. I was there, I think, when he fought Joe Selecki. Joe Selecki's a very dangerous guy as well, and he didn't really have any issues with that type of stuff. But if Mike Davis is going to win, it's probably by submission, something weird in the first round, because after that, it seems like he has started to fade. I'm playing this Mike Davis round 1 submission, and honestly, I know Aliev doesn't finish people lately, but the way Mike Davis has been fading in fights, and if Aliev really puts that wrestling pressure on him, it feels like Aliev might be able to get a round 2, round 3 finish. I mean, you're getting that plus 850, plus 1050. I think you sprinkle a little bit on Aliev, second round finish, third round finish. I'm taking Mike Davis, but I think you just play first round of bust on him and see how it goes. But he's so fucking good, man. He's so fucking good.
Agreed.
Systematic. Shaven.
No. Oh, systematic. Shaven.
Sporadic. Sporadic might be a good one. Talented. No.
Sporadic.
We need to get. I don't think it's an S. I think I was lying.
Well, now you can't get that out of your head, guys. Jacob and I are somehow on the same side of this fight. I did expect Jacob to go the other way, and the community is as well, with 79% of people picking Nurullo Aliev.
Brothers got to stick together, man.
And if you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool,
opportunistic could be what I'm looking for.
I said that earlier.
Say shit.
I literally said that, and that's a word
I
that I use.
I think Venezi MMA got it.
And that is a word that I use frequently in my breakdowns because I say he's an opportunistic grappler, meaning if it's there, he'll snatch it. Go to the website. We got picks, we got bets, we have tools, we have artificial intelligence, 5 human cappers, everything you could ever want or need for an entire month for $10. 10. WeWantPicks.com. Couple of Super Chatterinos, 27 more sex. Jacob, who you got winning the Super Bowl this year?
I mean, Danny Dimes coming back off the Achilles, Jonathan Taylor. You know, we got Alex Pierce just got his bag. We got Josh Downs. We got fucking, what's his name at tight end? The defense, Sauce is going to be dialed in on defense. I mean, if it's not the Colts, I don't know who the fuck it's going to be, honestly.
I don't understand how this dude is donating in Swedish currency and gives a shit about the Super Bowl. We don't care about other people's
worldwide
sports.
viewers, man.
It doesn't.
It literally does, yeah.
How many? Thank you for the super chat.
Okay.
1999 from Rocky Mr. 2. Thank you guys for the great job. You guys are amazing. I'm glad Jacob is doing better.
60 to 65 million international viewers. You fucking idiot.
That's not a lot. The rest of the world is billions of people. Looking forward to meeting you guys at one point. Yeah, I met a shit ton of people. I didn't know how many people I was going to meet at Oak. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. Just taking it off so I could see Jacob here. I didn't know how many people I was going to meet at OKC because it's one thing when we go to Vegas because people are flying in from everywhere. And typically, if you're going to spend the money to fly and go all the way to Vegas, you're a really big fan of the sport and you're probably online looking for content. You probably stumbled across this at some point. Oklahoma City is a regional card. And there were people that came from farther away, but for the most part, you kind of got to be from that region. And still a shit ton of people were like, hey, oh, wow, love the show, whatever. And then afterwards on the vlog, I got comments. One guy commented, I pissed next to you in the bathroom and I didn't want to say hi. It's like, you could look over and be like, oh, nice job. Look at that thing. Hey, Ange, bigger than I thought. Would have been a nice little introduction. We'll do one more super chat, then we'll save the rest for the next breakdown. Lolly Flow, a $10 super chat. Jacob, will you be streaming Saturday morning or still avoiding heavy strain on the eyes?
Start telling. We'll see. I'm still playing it by ear. It is better in the morning. It gets worse as the day goes on.
The longer they're open.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
The problem with a stream, and I would love if you did, so I'm not telling you not to. That's 7 hours. that's not all right, let me gut through it for a couple hours like this. So appreciate the super chat. And hopefully he is fully recovered for Saturday. Next up at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Brendson Ribeiro taking on Magomed Tuchalov. Brendson Ribeiro, 17-10 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight losing by finish streak. Taking on Magomed Tuchalov, 6-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is undefeated with all finish wins. Brendson Ribeiro, he's an offensive striker. I purposely say offensive, and I just don't say the word striker on its own because guy's got no defense and you can hit him. He likes to move forward. He gets his hands going, but very, very hittable. His takedowns are mediocre, but if a fight does end up on the ground, he's very aggressive. He does hunt for submissions. He is dangerous both on top and off of his back, but not as much off his back. While Ribeiro has a pretty well-rounded offense, he does have a quit button and he can be finished. He is coming off that first-round knockout loss to Abdul taking on Magomed Tuchalov, a really fun striker who goes balls out looking for finishes. He is insanely athletic. He's very willing to engage, and he's also very willing to tie up and throw you on your head. He is good everywhere. He's always chasing a finish, and so far, a finish has been found in every fight. Outside of the most recent win, he has pretty much only beaten absolute bums, and he's never been to a decision, so questioning his cardio is probably appropriate. And it's just another day. It's another matchup for Ribeiro where the UFC wants him to lose. This poor guy has only been matched up against the UFC's upcoming prospects. They're like, hey, here's a killer. Let's see how you do. And it's easy to say it's been, oh, he's finished his last 3 fights, but all 3 of those dudes are very good and would finish most people that they fight.
Oh,
now, notably,
come on.
Yeah. Now, notably, Ribeiro did beat DR Nurgazai, and he derailed that prospect. But I don't see that happening here. I think Magomed does exactly what he does. I think he comes in here, he's aggressive, he finds a finish, probably on the feet, and it's another spot where, just the other day, these odds were minus 600, and I said they should be minus 4,000, and it's starting to creep up to minus 4,000. But Tuchalov should get it done, but the dude only has 6 fights, never been to a decision. If Ribeiro just decides to randomly be durable, this could get weird, and we could all be pretty pissed at our computer. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, minus 1,000 for. I see a couple of people talking about the chat. I see like, fuck, I don't love this guy. Like, I know he's got some finishes and stuff like that. And he finished, Angelo's former best friend and Kyle Machado, who was like a UFC guy and stuff like that. But like minus 1,000 for this guy, I don't care who the fuck he's fighting. Like, I need to see a little bit more before I'm doing stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna pick him and stuff just because Ribeiro is who he is. But Ribeiro, he knows how to throw punches and fucking, I don't know.
Wow, no, that was.
I mean, there's not much. I mean, it's minus 1,000. Good luck to you guys. Put them in parlays. I don't give a fuck. But it's like fucking nothing really jumps out where I'm like, wow, look at this guy. The good news is he does have some wrestling. If things get a little bit south, he does have a little bit of wrestling he can kind of go to as well. He wants to knock people out, but I mean, Barrow throws some shit. So I don't know. I don't really
and the minus 1,000 kind of just happened because when I did the breakdown on Sunday, go watch that video, like those odds on that video overseas. The video on Sunday are the odds as of, I don't film it on Sunday morning. I typically film it on Saturday or Friday. Those, and last week I had to film it Friday because I was in Oklahoma. Those odds were from Friday. So 1 week ago today, basically. And they were very, very different. Like these got steep fast. And people are looking at this card, trying to find value. They bet Tuchalov till there's no value left. Then they move on to the next fighter, bet him till there's no value left, and they keep moving. Minus 1,000 is steep, but it's probably accurate. Like he probably beats Ribeiro that often. And Ribeiro has a quit button. This dude's fighting at home. He's dangerous. Should get it done. $9,700 in DraftKings Fantasy. Anybody who beats Brendson Ribeiro is worth their salary because he does get finished. But if you want to go checking out the other bets that we have where there is value and we have found spots that will make you money without as much risk, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10, $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Everything, every pick, every bet, every tool. There is no upsell. There's no cross sell. It is $10 for an entire month's worth of access. 2 more super chats. We have $1.99 English money. $1.99 in euros. Legit Chuck and Larry. Love the show. I appreciate it. Dibs
what does
on.
that mean?
Well, they weren't actually gay. They were just 2 sweet dudes running an insurance scam.
We're supposed to be Chuck and Larry?
Yeah, me and you.
Larry. Don't let him sleep on my side of the bed, Larry.
I got to rewatch that. That actually, I should watch that on my next flight. That's probably a good plane movie.
That is, I mean, that is kind of like, because Chuck is like the single playboy, good looking, women every week. You're kind of the goofy dad. You're just missing the gay son.
His kid was gay in that? I'm not, I haven't seen it in forever.
He's like, did the ballet and stuff. Remember? That was like the running joke. Like, even like Chuck said, let me see how you feel about this, and showed him like a Playboy, and he's like,
oh, yeah.
And Chuck's like, oh, God. Because Chuck the whole time was like, I think, and Larry's like, no. And then they just embraced it at the end, and Chuck helped him get him prepared for the ballet.
There it is. See, I don't remember the movie. I've only seen it a couple times, and every time I remember laughing. And you know who, 88, $4.99 super chat, Jacob, don't aim for the eyes next time, please. And Angelo, hot or cold subs? Oh, cold. I don't like hot sandwiches. Now, I'll eat a hot sandwich, but typically cold.
I don't like them. I'll eat them. I'll eat them. I'm not going to like it.
Like, the only hot sandwich I like, and we're not talking shit that's supposed to be hot, like a cheesesteak, right? We're talking regular sandwiches. The only hot sandwich that I genuinely like is Firehouse Subs, which I think is disgusting 99% of the time, but their Italian combo is somehow good, and that's a hot sandwich, so I do enjoy that. Every other sandwich, I prefer, if I go to a deli, cold. I'll take it cold.
Firehouse is the only hot subs I like because it's not hard ass fucking buns. Yeah, it's fucking soft, just warm, soft. You get a fucking roast beef sandwich from Firehouse and turn that sideways on the counter. You know. What's so funny?
You stick your dick in the sandwich. Oh, they forgot the mayo. They forgot the mayo.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, that wasn't what you were getting to? That's not where you were going with that? Yeah. Jacob also puts pillows in the microwave for the exact same reason. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Ismael Bonfim taking on Axel Sola. Ismael Bonfim, 20-6 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, riding back-to-back knockout losses. Taking on Axel Sola, or Sola Axel, 11-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years, coming off that war with Mason Jones. Ismael Bonfim, kind of a wild striker. He has some power, no regard for any straight punches. Everything he does is just from the hip and looping. He comes forward. He throws all of those punches with intent. He'll mix in flying knees, the occasional takedown. When he takes his time, he actually can be accurate, powerful, and have some solid defense. He has actual boxing experience, pretty high level BJJ. He is coming off that finish loss to Chris Padilla where he could not handle War Taco's pressure. Taking on Axel Sola, a young Frenchman. A solid boxer with a clean jab. He has an interesting stance with these low hands. What are we listening to?
Sorry, it's Kim.
Who's Kim?
It's Kim Kardashian.
And Ray J? Is he there too?
What are you talking about? Did they date? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I bet. Axel Sola has an interesting stance. He's got low hands. He throws incredibly hard. He does a really good job pumping that jab, mixing in heavy leg kicks. His takedown defense is just okay, but his offensive takedowns are very, very good. He has evolved. He is working in those takedowns, and he was just in an absolute war with Mason Jones. If Bonfim didn't like Taco Badilla's pressure, he is going to absolutely hate what Axel Sola does here. And we did see Axel Sola lose his last fight, but we also saw him be a dog straight through the entire time. We watched him go toe-to-toe with one of the more violent guys in the division. He worked in strikes. He worked in takedowns. He tried to make adjustments. He just couldn't keep up. We also saw that Dagestani wrestling from him, which is a phenomenal backup plan. I think Sola dominates here. I think there's only going to be one Bonfim on the roster after this fight. Axel Sola's looked really good, and I think we're good to take a chance here and bet on him, and he's one of the last affordable fighters on this card. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, it feels like this is going to be a situation where a lot of people are going to be on Axel just for the reason that you said. You see a lot of minus 400. You see a lot of minus 500. You see a lot of minus 1,000. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, this Bonfim guy's fighting again? This guy's a bum. Who's he fighting? Oh, my God, only minus 200, only minus 220. Let me bet that guy. And I get it. And he should win the fight, and I'm going to pick him to win the fight because he is a long, rangy guy. He's a capable striker. We saw, as you mentioned, the toughness get put into question, which he passed with flying colors. Obviously, he started to slow down, but that was like the most Mason Jones fight of all time. Like, he had Mason Jones basically knocked out in the first round, weathers the storm, and just puts like just a crazy pace on you. Ismael does put a pace on people, but early, and then it's kind of back and forth. I mean, we've seen Ismael in his hometown against a 40-year-old, like kind of, I don't want to say he struggled, but that was a close fight against Angelo's other BFF, Vince Pichel, who Angelo's kind of bitched out on he's supposed to grapple Vince Pichel and like just.
He didn't take me up on the offer.
Excuse me.
I didn't back down.
Excuse me. I didn't throw it to you.
Excuse
me. Getting defensive isn't a good look. Like if that was a courtroom. If that was a courtroom and I'm just saying something and all of a sudden you're like, blah, 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 the jury's going to be like, whoa.
You'd be arrested for perjury if you were just saying this shit because it wasn't true.
No, I'm building my case. You are welcome when it's your turn to try to disprove the case. But if you're just blurting out in the courtroom, the jury, you're guilty.
You are not allowed to build your case by saying lies. That's the thing.
It's not a lie.
You said I bitched out.
That is that's an opinion. You can't lie on an opinion.
I DM'd saying, let's do this. We'll donate the money for charity. And he didn't respond. He bitched out.
Could have followed up.
It said read too. He read it.
Yeah, you're still going. So let me know when you're comfortable with the resting your case and we'll move on.
I think I rest the case of the fact that I messaged him and said, let's do this. We'll do it for charity, grappling match, whatever rules you want, wherever you want.
You just
re-explained it.
Respond.
So I think I will rest there.
Closing statement and just say the defense rests when you're ready.
The defense rests with receipts.
Yeah, so Angelo bitched out on that one. And, Ismael is a capable guy. Like, he is a capable grappler. He's a capable striker. He's probably going to be in Axel's face early in this fight. I'm picking Axel, but it just seems like everyone is going to be playing Axel just because they feel like it's the money or the value play of the card. It could be. It should be. But something just feels weird about it. I'm just going to stay away from it.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I do have a bet on Axel Sola, and you can check that out at WeWantPicks.com. But I kind of agree. Axel's not in the safety parlay. He's not in there. And it was for that reason. I'm like, he should win, but like Bonfim doesn't suck. Like, he's not awful. Look what he did. Isn't this the one that beat the fuck out of Terrence McKinney? So it's like, he doesn't suck.
Technically.
But
won that the
he
second round.
He can be broken. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for here is the Jonas brother comes forward and just kind of breaks him. That's what Chris Taco Padilla did. Axel Sola can be that durable. I just hate being all in on somebody coming off of a loss. So kind of a weird spot to be in, but Axel should be able to get it done. I bet on him. Others have not, but you can check out all the bets
He missed
on the website.
He missed weight bad that fight against Taco 6 pounds.
Bonfim did?
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably mentally checked out at this point. Like, he's probably like, yeah,
Why do you
that's
say
it for
that?
me. Because he has a whole bunch of losses, including 2 knockout losses in a row.
It was a doctor stoppage, though. He went knocked out. He just got a cut.
Which one? The last one or the one before? Because the one before got blasted in the fucking head. Couldn't get up from the stool.
But I think that was a situation where he was like, no, don't stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Don't say anything. The second the doctor's like, no, why would you stop it?
Gee.
No. Damn it.
Check out the website, though. Every pick, every bet, every tool. We built the literal greatest service the space has ever seen. It's not even remotely close.
I gotta take a picture of it.
Of
I know
what?
that they're brothers, but I'd like to see you and your brother kind of hit a pose like this. What are we doing here?
That's not even to be funny? Is that to be funny?
No, that's just like,
if that's not to be funny, that's a bizarre. Yeah,
no, it's an Instagram post. Like, I love my brother. Like, what are we doing here?
Never. I don't think I've been that close to my brother before, physically. Always an arm's length.
You guys talked about comparing dick sizes when you were kids.
That never. Well, kids. We'll talk about anything. It didn't actually happen though. Couple of super chats. Original Weeds, $4.99. Thanks for free sauce, guys. Much love. Hashtag WWP. Jacob returning for stream.
Didn't you say your
soon?
brother's got a hog on him?
I have no idea. No clue. If I have said that, it's just deductive reasoning, considering I know I do. And I'm the much larger brother.
Sure.
So, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much.
Hopefully it streams. I want to stream, guys. Like, I don't think people realize. Like, people are like, oh, why don't you stream? Do you need? It's like, I want to stream. I just can't. If I can't, like, it's miserable if I'm sitting here miserable. Like, it's not going to be a fun stream if I'm sitting here and I can't fucking open my eyes. Like, it's just not good. Like, that White House card was fucking. I have like PTSD from that. It was fucking horrible.
And that was only 6 fights. Another super chat from Original Reed saying, you missed my last dono. We didn't miss it. I just don't want to spend 30 minutes on each. So we divide them up between fights. Thank you very much for both of the super chats.
Locked in because Contender Series is starting in a few weeks too.
It is.
We got to start doing Tuesdays and Saturdays.
I'm not a big Contender Series guy, but I know you people love it.
It's so crazy.
I know.
You guys honestly
people
never
love it.
watch Contender Series because I used to not be a Contender Series guy as well, but it's only 2 hours and it's like the fights are just absolutely insane because they're either like evenly matched and just a crazy back and forth fight, or somebody is just fucking smoking. Like, it is a finish in 3 minutes, or it's like a fucking 3-round war like 90% of the time. It's an amazing time.
All the clips, and I have to go back and watch those fights, obviously, for tape study when they make it to the big show. The fights are always entertaining. I
like, what else are you guys going to do on a Tuesday night for 2 hours?
Watch
free
us.
Fights. No,
it's
we don't go live
watch
on
us.
Tuesdays.
I know it's a problem. It screws up the whole schedule. I'm trying to have people follow us around. I've been watching this YouTube channel.
Schedule all the time. This is Thursday right now.
All right, this one is on me. I watch this while I do these graphics, the best graphics in the game. I usually just watch or listen to something on the side here, And I found this YouTube channel that does deep dives on like 90 sitcoms, and I fucking love it. And the death of all of these massive sitcoms, for the most part, it was a huge success for 2 seasons. So then NBC took it from Thursdays and they moved it to Tuesdays to try to build a new night, and it collapsed because the audience didn't follow. You guys follow us. We've got 600 live right now on a random Thursday when we gave you no heads up whatsoever that we would have the show on Thursday instead of earlier in the week. So the fact that you guys follow us around here is absolutely amazing. We appreciate all of you. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Santiago Ponzinibbio winking at us, taking on Jacob. Santiago Ponzinibbio, 30-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, coming back after a year away. Sam Patterson, 14-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision loss to Michael Venom Page. Santiago Ponzinibbio is a good striker. He likes to stay outside of the pocket. The striking's clean. Does a pretty good job managing that range. He does have a handful of knockouts, but he's not really a big raw power kind of guy. It's just forward pressure and volume. He doesn't have much in the way of grappling offense, but the solid takedown defense at 71%. He is coming off that late knockout loss to D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, where he was kind of a step behind the entire fight. He's taking on Sam Patterson. Very tall for this weight class. Very long striker, an insane 6'4". And while he does not get his length going on the feet, he does do a really good job
in the
using
bedroom,
it on the ground. On the ground. It's just a bit of pencil. It is long. Not doing much
for the tall, skinny guys have the biggest dicks, so I don't disagree.
Okay. What, how does that benefit you in any capacity?
Well, I think it aligns pretty well.
With which part?
Well,
the tall? Is that what we're alluding to here?
I'd just like to keep this on MMA, to be honest with you.
I would too. On his feet, we're talking about Sam Patterson. Accurate boxing, because he is so damn long, he can have some random power as well. His takedown defense needs some work, but as he gets on the ground, he's wrapping things up. He's looking for the long guy submissions. He is coming off that decision loss to Michael Venom Page, where he just really couldn't handle the speed or the range. And I don't think Sam Patterson's very good. I think we've known that for a little bit. I knew it when I picked against him, when we said, Ashmaz would knock him out. I knew it when I picked Michael Venom Page and I put Venom Page in the safety parlay, and others were screaming from the rooftops, there's no way MVP beats him. But for some reason, the hills have eyes, people. They come out of the woods. They start screaming that Sam Patterson is incredible. And they're wrong. They, however, will be happy for this fight because he should win here. He should win. Sam stinks, but he's good enough to beat a 40-year-old who's been knocked out in his last 3 losses. Sam is long. He is powerful. He's got enough range management. He could find a finish potentially. Sam's the pick, but the fact that he's a minus 500 is it's like, dude, Sam Patterson, we're talking about the same guy, minus 500, but he is. I think he wins this fight. I'm not touching these odds. What do you think, Jacob?
Sam Patterson, great looking guy. The guy's don't listen to fucking Angelo, pussy little Angelo. He's just scared of a good looking man, somebody that's fucking tall, handsome, muscular, just a big old fucking dong on him. That's who Angelo is scared of. I know that firsthand. That's why I'm not allowed around the house anymore, because I really, when you think you're the man of the house and then a real man shows up, it really kind of changes your whole dynamic as a man. So I know what he's dealing with here. He's intimidated by Sam. He's got some pre-bias for whatever reason. He sees Sam, he kind of sees me, so he's going to act like Sam's not good because he thinks I'm not good, because he gets mad because I got a fucking hog on me as well. So Sam is a really, really good grappler. Not the best probably wrestler in the world, but he is a really, really good grappler. But it's that he's got a fucking jab, man. The way he fucking just sticks that jab, and he wasn't able to get that going versus MVP, because MVP is like that counter-striking guy. Like, he's going to sit with his range, wait for you to throw, counter-strike. They were training partners before that. They both said it was kind of a weird fight, and it looked like two guys that were like friends, basically. Like, nobody was throwing anything. And honestly, it looked like Sam knew, in training, I was getting countered. It seemed like Sam knew, if I throw strikes, he is fast enough to counter me. So now I want to kind of counter him. And obviously we know MVP is won't throw first versus anybody. Like, he will just sit and wait forever. So, a little bit of a weird fight. But if you watch the Trey Waters fight, if you watch the other tall guy fight, I mean, he's fucking will stick that fucking jab. And at this point against Santiago, that's all it should really take. Santiago, he can be a durable guy, but he's getting dropped a lot, especially early in fights. Like, he's still got a little bit of speed, especially for his age and stuff like that. But apart from like a Hail Mary where Sam's kind of leaning back, I just don't see Santiago winning this fight. Like, Sam Patterson's going to stick that jab on him, and I think there's an outside chance of a Sam Patterson submission. It's like plus 800 first round, plus like 1,200 second round or something like that. Sam Patterson typically won't shoot offensive wrestling takedowns, but if you wrestle him, that's when he's getting his submissions. If you watch that fight versus Colin Lochran or whatever, again, I don't read a script. I just fuck it off the top of my head. Shot a takedown on him, then he immediately started counter wrestling against the Canadian guy. Same thing happened. Shot a takedown on Sam. Sam reversed it, and then he started initiating the grappling. It feels like in this fight, like Sam's going to stick a jab. Ponzinibbio is going to be like, oh, fuck, this guy's long. This guy's fast. Let me try to get a takedown. He's shown that in the past. He's got like a 30% takedown often. He's not a good wrestler, but usually going into the clinch is much better than just getting eaten up by a jab. So if he tries to wrestle, I could see Sam Patterson counter wrestling. People are going to be like, oh, Ponzinibbio's never been sub before. Take it on your fucking chin, buddy. So I think there's an outside chance of Sam subbing this guy, but I think he should just stick him with that jab, replace it with that right hand, and hurt this guy and maybe knock him out. So I like Sam Patterson here, and I get lost in those eyes.
Your eyes are better. His aren't even blue.
Well, I bet his eyes work a little bit better than mine right now.
They definitely work better. Maybe your eyes, it's funny because your ticket went to Bo for Oklahoma City. And Bo checked like the day before. He's like, is he still not coming? Like, his eyes? Like, Bo was literally like, of course, like, if Jacob can go, you should take Jacob. And we were talking about it, and he's like, maybe because he has like such blue eyes, they're more sensitive. And maybe that is the case. I didn't know this. Light eyes are like more sensitive. Did you know that?
Not just sensitive in general.
I don't know. The fuck do I know? My eyes I have shark eyes. They're just black as my hat.
Like, you know what's going on. It's just, it's a light they are, but I don't even wear sunglasses. I fucking hate sunglasses. So.
Oh, dude, I'm like, my eyes, I need sunglasses. Like, I'm immediately.
Oh, I fucking hate sunglasses.
Even with contact, I feel like the contacts are why I need them, because it like is magnifying everything. But my vision might be worse than yours. I'm -6, -4. What are you?
-4, both sides.
Yeah, there we go. So my right eye is the same as yours. My left is a little worse.
Your left eye is worse because you got that leg hiked up on the counter and you're sitting sideways. You've been looking like this for fucking 50 years. Trying to squint down, see that thing. If I squint, it looks bigger.
Well, that's what Ponzinibbio's doing in this picture. I'll do it in the mirror. Ponzinibbio's doing it on screen. $6,800 in DraftKings Fantasy. I don't think it's worth it. Sam Patterson should win. Whether he finds a finish or not will determine if you put him in your lineup. Jacob and I are on the same side. We're on sort of different parts of that spectrum, but there are bets on this fight. So if you want to see the bets that we have on this fight, go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's $10. It'll take the $10, and then you'll have access to everything. The artificial intelligence, the picks, the bets, the tools, all of it for an entire month. And if you love it, you can keep it. If you hate it, you just log in, you cancel, and that's the end of it. $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple of super chatterinos. $1.99 from Steph Kerr, 1969. You should have just put a picture of Jacob. It's funny. Every time I did Sam Patterson, who was the other one? He just lost a job. Grant.
I don't know.
What was his name? Davey Grant. Every time I do. Yeah, that's who it was. Every time I do Sam Patterson or Davey Grant, I'm like, I should just put a picture of Jacob.
It's not Davey Grant, it's Jamie Malarkey.
Jamie Malarkey, that's right. I'm like, I should just put a picture of
Carlos
Jacob.
Uberg, Vitor Petrino.
I've tried to do it, but it just never looks good enough. If I knew how to use Grok, I would just swap the head, and that would do it. Maybe I'll do it.
If I knew how to use Grok, you just type in, do this.
Yeah, but I try it, and it's never good. And then I ask the guy who does the editing, and he doesn't. It always looks fucking good as hell. and he's using
You gotta
Crocs.
be
So it's like,
specific. You got to be specific with it.
that is a problem. I'm pretty like tech savvy.
You ever do that thing in like middle school where the teacher, you have to write out how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they just follow the instructions?
Single.
Yeah,
close the lid. Screw it twice.
Hold it in your left hand. Use your right hand to grip the top of the lid. Turn counterclockwise until you have to be real.
Yeah,
man, I fucking dominated that.
I didn't. I was the same kid who was like, get the bread.
Get the bread. Put the peanut butter on the bread. Now you're done. Eat it. Eat it. Don't eat it. Put your hand in the peanut butter. Lick the peanut butter off your hand. Put your face into the jar of peanut butter. Put the peanut butter on your penis.
Smeared on your tits, Mrs. Cuddlesworth. God damn it, Jacob. 499 super chat from AK Talk 910, Aliev Davis decision, Abdul Hassan moneyline, Kniev Fortune decision, John Pork moneyline. What do you think of this parlay? You think it hits? All right, Aliev Davis decision should. Abdul Hussein moneyline should. That's minus 1,000. Kniev Fortune decision should, but heavyweights are tricky. John Pork moneyline. That should. I mean, honestly, that parlay is not the worst. What are the odds? Let us know what the odds. We have more super chats. We'll get to those after the next breakdown. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Dustin Jacoby taking on Mohamed Saygid. Dustin Jacoby, 22-9 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is on that 3-fight knockout win streak, taking on Mohamed Saygid, 9-0 in his career. Obviously, 5-0 in his last 5. He is undefeated with 8 finishes. Dustin Jacoby, a high-level kickboxer who during his kickboxing sort of reign before he moved over to MMA was ranked number 2 in the world. He does a really good job keeping things technical, working on your legs. He is very sound technically. He's got good power, good volume. He has a 62% takedown defense, but that number is a little bit understated. He does a really good job defending the takedown and making you pay on the way in. He's coming off that knockout win over Julius Walker, where he did unfortunately get taken down 3 times, but he made him look real stupid on the feet. Taking on Mohamed Saygid, a solid striker, but instead of clean technical kickboxing, he's more of a power kicker, a straight up kicker. He absolutely loves a head kick, a spinning back kick. He has incredible power from everywhere and does a really good job firing those kicks from different angles. You're not going to see many takedowns from him, but his takedown defense is solid, and he will use whizzers for the occasional hip toss. And this is definitely a striker versus striker matchup, so this breakdown is going to be pretty simple. Who do you think the better striker is? And in this case, I think it's Dustin. I think he has better range management, cleaner technique. He might even be a little bit faster even at his age. But obviously, I think Mohamed has more power. I think he's the more dangerous of the two. He's 8 years younger. He definitely has the power, but he does a really good job hiding those kicks. They're just kind of out of nowhere. So we've seen Jacoby put out before. Even though he is the pick, I didn't love the odds at 2-1. They're starting to collapse a little bit. Now he's minus 170. I get it. I'm picking Jacoby, but there is definitely some real like groundswell public attention going to Mohamed Saygid here. And I don't know if you're going to share that picture or not, but who do you think wins this fight?
Do you want me to share the picture?
Yeah, share it. I didn't know who it was when you first sent it. And then I was like, oh my God.
Go ahead and keep him busy while I'm looking for it.
Oh, keep them busy.
I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, or we can just fucking sit here.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about who you.
Try to help me out here. I'm always fucking trying to help you out while you're doing all your dumbass sex pervert. I literally said, "Hey, can you keep him busy while I'm looking for this?"
I thought you were just going to start talking while looking for a picture. I do that all the time. I can do 2 things at once.
Do that all the time at all.
Well, all right, Mohamed Saygid. There we go. Jesus Christ! See, that's why he couldn't. That's a sex pervert. That's Pepe Le Pew, but a human being. And we. Jesus Christ, you're not even looking for the pic. I'll find the picture. Just say who you think wins, for Christ's sake.
I'm a little bit biased on this one. I like Dustin Jacoby. I'm friends with Cody Brundage, who's really good friends with Dustin Jacoby. It's right here. I got you. It's just a fighter picture. I mean, just is what it is. So I'm a little bit biased in this one, but I don't think this guy's very good. I know he's got the flashy stuff against regional people and stuff. Dustin Jacoby's been there, done that. If he gets caught, he gets caught. But, I mean, there's no question Dustin Jacoby's the better fighter. Once he starts landing that jab, replacing it with the two, I think this guy is going to be in trouble. I'll say this. Easy tell for this fight. This is how it goes. Everyone fucking listen up. You too, fatty.
Me? What do you say fuck me for?
It's funny for you, right? Thought that was a good one?
Yeah, correct.
I'm usually right about 90% of the time when I say this. This is the tell for this fight. The second you see Saygid shoot a takedown, because he does have grappling and wrestling kind of in his back pocket, but he likes to be flashy first, and then he'll kind of, okay, that's not working. Let me go to the wrestling and grappling. His wrestling and grappling is not good enough against a Dustin Jacoby. So the second you see this dude, Mohamed Saygid, start shooting takedowns, and you have money on Mohamed Saygid, you better fucking start panicking out your fucking asshole. You want to bet on this guy. You want to play a first round knockout, whatever, fine. You're going to lose your money, but it is what it is. But that's going to be the tell here. Like, he's going to try and knock out Dustin Jacoby. When Dustin Jacoby keeps that range, again, probably going to be backed up a little bit, but keeping the jab, a low stance, keeping his space, all that type of stuff. The second Mohamed's like, oh shit, I can't knock this guy out. Let me go to the wrestling. And that shit ain't going to fucking work. And I could see Dustin finishing this guy in the second or the third round. So I like Dustin. Little bit of a biased pick. I don't have any money on him right now, but I'm definitely looking at some stuff, and we'll see what happens. So if you want to, a lot of times when I'm biased, it don't work out great, but that's,
I mean, I also
done that. Dustin's like a fucking big ass dude, man.
He is huge. I saw him in the airport. I forget what event we were leaving, but I saw him in the airport, and he was fucking tremendous. Like,
it's crazy how big he is.
This 6'3", he's bigger than 6'3".
He's got to be 6'5".
Yeah, literally, he's big. He's much bigger than 6'3". I've seen 6'3" a million times, especially in freaking
I
Texas.
said that too. Like, because I went to Cody's fight and he was sitting there. He was funny too. He's like the nicest guy in the world. And Cody says, like, dude, it's unbelievable how nice Dustin Jacoby is. But he came up to me, like, he like walks up to me. I'm like, whoa. And he's like, hey man, can I get one of those videos? That was when I was doing the lock of the week videos and stuff like that. He's like, hey man, can I get one of those videos? It's pretty funny. Nice guy.
Yeah, no, he's tremendous. It's an understated. We'll see when they do the face-off, but he's certainly much larger than whatever they're saying 6'3" is. I do think he wins as well. I mean, he's the better striker. He has more experience. He has more experience at this level. He has more experience in kickboxing, but he is getting older. And I have seen him knocked out cold. We watched it happen in the Reyes fight. So it is very possible it happens again, especially with a random kick hidden behind something out of nowhere. With that being said, Jacob and I are both on the Dustin side. It actually is nice to see the odds tighten a little bit. So if you do want to throw them in a little something, you're going to get better odds today than you were certainly going to get last week. There are some bets on the board for this fight. So if you want to check those out, go to wewantpicks.com.
I mean, second round KO for Dustin is only plus 600, which is a lot, but not like a ton.
Yeah. It's
third
not
round's
outrageous.
plus 850.
Every pick, every bet, every tool. Wewantpicks.com. Quick become a member. At the top, it is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. We saw Jacob knock you out cold. If you give me a clip of Jacob knocking me out, I'll send you $10,000 Zelle.
You were on your knees in front of me.
During the grappling, when I shot it, I didn't even shoot a real takedown there.
I don't know. You were on your knees in front of me. I'm standing above you. So
what were you when your feet were in the air and your head was facing the ground? What was that?
Yeah, and I got right back up, and you were just sitting there on your knees.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can run it back live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. When your eyes are better, you put the weight back on. We'll run it back live. Unprofitable X, $2 Canadian. Are you going live this weekend? And that's a picture of Caillou. He answered a few times. No definitive answer. Basically, just hoping the eyes improve. He wants to go live, but can't really guarantee it. Did you just get up to do eye stuff?
What?
When you just got up when I was doing you peed. Okay. Well, I was curious because last time when you got up during the stream, because when you said you weren't coming to the fights, I was like, dude, you were at the finish line the other day when we streamed. And you're like, I had to get up to put ice on my eyes. I was like, oh. I didn't realize that.
If you ever have eye issues, I got everything you could ever fucking want. I got steroid drops. I got allergy drops. I got antibacterial stuff. I got every eye drop ever made. I got heat compresses. I got 3 cold compresses.
Yeah.
I've been through fucking hell, man.
I listen, I get it. Eyes are tough. Like I'd rather I had major back issue, which was hard to sleep and all this and that, but at least I could fucking see shit. So I was uncomfortable while looking at it, but I could see it.
It was 2 straight weeks of like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even watch TV. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything.
Just listen.
And then when I stress out, I don't eat. So then I just start spiraling. Lost like 15 pounds.
I wish I had that stress. I have the eat stress.
We know.
Which is why I look like this 3 years after. We have more super chats. We'll get to those in the next breakdown. Uh-oh. You dumb fuck. Talk to the people while I adjust this for Valter Walker.
Okay.
I forgot to put Valter Walker
let me know, guys, if you guys want to start selling pills and stuff. I got these pills for sale. What's so funny?
He is not selling medicine illegally. For anybody watching.
35, actually 30 for 1, 50 for 2. Let me know if there's any buyers for what's so funny? Do you know what those are?
I do know. You think my fat ass doesn't know what that is?
What are they?
That is a nerd gummy cluster. I got a whole media room full of them.
That is true. Those are some of the best ones. And make sure, too, by the way, can we, everyone in the chat, say happy birthday to Minty Betts? It was her birthday 2 days ago. And I'll send her a little video of everyone saying happy birthday to Minty Betts.
Oh, happy birthday, Minty. She texts me on my birthday, but I don't know when her birthday is. So I wouldn't have been able to text. I mean, you know, because you talked to her, but she doesn't like publicly say this is my birthday, right?
I don't know. I didn't remember it either. She texted me later in the day. She said, thanks for wishing me happy birthday.
Asshole. Yeah.
I'm horrible. I don't even know your birthday. It was like June something. Every year, I'm like, I don't know.
June 4th. Every
my
year.
guess, but
That would have been it.
probably.
Yeah, for some reason I forgot the Valter. Actually, while we wait for that, 2 more super chats. Limbosa, 499 super chat. So glad to have this ginger. I'm sorry he said that, Jacob. Back. I love this dynamic. Best duo in the MMA space. We appreciate you. Jacob, do you give him a G pass?
Ginger? I'm not ginger.
Yeah, do you give him a G pass or no?
I'm literally not a ginger. I don't get it. Why people call me ginger.
No, for sure. $1.90.
I got my hair. I can show you. I have my haircut. Here, look.
Let's see it. Dark brown hair coming in hot.
Pretty brown. There's a nice little hairline for you too. This is
That
red.
is a nice hairline.
See how this is different than this? That's brown hair. That's not fucking red hair, you fucking idiots. I'm not a fucking ginger. You stupid fucks. Great pose though, huh?
$1.99 super chat from AK Talk 910. The odds for the parlay are plus 308. I might put 1,000 on 1,000. A little crazy. Plus 308 solid for those odds. And if you remember, it was the money line for the dude fighting Cody Gibson. It was money line for who was the other money line? John Pork. Over 2.5 for we're testing my memory. Over 2.5 for
it's a parlay. It's probably not going to hit. Let's be real. Jesus, it's a 4-leg parlay. It's probably not going to hit.
I forget the other leg. Thank you for the super chat. And TP23 says it's going to be bad. My Jinja. Enunciating every letter there very, very clearly. Very clearly.
It'd be funny if every time he donated, the fish was bigger.
He changed his profile. Every time he donates, he don't just
one of the best a great movies, the campaign with Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell, whatever. I've seen that so many times. So one of the little nuggets in there, if you notice after you watch it a few times, is throughout the movie, you know how the politicians always have like the pin of like the American flag. As the movie goes on, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's like at the very end, his American flag pin's like this big. It's pretty funny.
That is funny. That's such an underrated movie that doesn't get enough love. That movie's so good.
It's very good.
All right, here we go. Next up at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Valter Walker taking on Thomas Petersen. Valter Walker 15-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding that 4-fight heel hook win streak. Taking on Thomas Petersen, 11-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, alternating wins and losses. Valter Walker is a Brazilian who wrestles like a Russian, and that's because he spent the majority of his life in Russia. And he's been grinding on the wrestling mats. The striking's not very good. He gets hit a ton, but he doesn't really care because he's looking to lower his level, shoot takedowns, trip you if you're standing, and just diving at that ankle. He has become the unofficial heel hook king of the UFC with an insane record-setting, probably will never be broken, 4 wins with 4 heel hooks. The most recent was over Louis Sutherland, where he did eat a massive right hand before the takedown and the immediate mount. He's taking on Thomas Petersen, solid wrestler. He's going to work for everything from bear hugs to doubles. His striking is not great, but he will close that gap with straight punches while marching forward. And then he will get you against the cage. He's going to be busy in the clinch. If Petersen cannot take you down, he might be in a little bit of trouble. But if he can, he has pretty good control, good ground and pound. He has come off the decision win over Guillermo Pat, where he actually did go 0 for 5 in takedown attempts, but he won with control and a random. I picked him to win that fight. People said I was stupid, though.
Yeah, it was like, there is no, I mean, I was, you talk about being embarrassed.
I got lucky with that win because I did pick him to win. I think I bet on him. Maybe I didn't, but I picked him to win, but I picked him for the wrestling, and the wrestling sucked. He won the fight with striking, which is crazy.
No, he won the fight because Pat just didn't do fucking.
He just held him against the cage.
Doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, Guillermo Pat was supposed to be on this card, and he bailed on that.
Was he really? Who was he going to fight?
I forget who he was going to fight, but he was on this card. Oh, well, Tapology will tell me. I'll check in a second. What the hell was I going to say? Oh, people look at this and they instantly say, oh, Petersen sucks. And then they bet on Walker. And that's not the worst, like, quick snap judgment you could have. But Petersen's a little better than people give him credit for because he got that farm boy wrestling. He's a big boy. He's strong. He can defend takedowns, get takedowns. He's sloppy, but he can get those takedowns. I'm picking Valter here because I don't think either one of these guys is a very good striker, but certainly one of them is the much better grappler. I did not like Valter at the minus 240. I avoided it, and people are betting him down to the point where I'm getting DMs like, hey, why is Valter Walker so cheap now? What's going on? What am I missing? And I don't think there's a conspiracy. I think people are just looking at it being like, man, Valter's takedowns are not very good. Thomas Petersen is a wrestler. What if he defends those takedowns? What is funny here, though, is people have been betting the shit out of Valter Walker in his last couple of fights, and people have been screaming from the rooftops that Thomas Petersen's the worst heavyweight in the UFC. So the fact that they're screaming, this guy sucks, and they were betting on this one, but now they're fighting each other, and everybody's on Thomas Petersen's side, makes no sense to me whatsoever, especially, oh my God, I screwed this graphic up too. All right, it's just going to be this graphic twice. Especially.
What was the other one? I wasn't paying attention. Let me see.
I don't have the graphic where it shows the Tapology percentage pick or the DraftKings or the odds, because I was in a rush, guys. Thomas Petersen, durable, decent. I don't think he wins here. I actually bet on Valter to win by sub. I think it's plus 200. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, Valter made the point of, like, everyone's like, well, you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and expect it's already pretty impressive. It's gone to this point, and he's like, well, I mean, Ronda Rousey had like 7 arm bars in a row and won the fucking title. Yeah. Doing that. And it's like, I want to say it's like a little bit different, but honestly,
at heavyweight,
I know, like a heavyweight, it might just keep fucking working. Like heavyweights in 2026 might be as skilled as fucking whatever the weight class was, 125, whatever, in fucking 2000 fucking bumfuck 9 or whatever the fuck Ronda was armbarring everybody because he's doing it that easy. Like it's fucking, She would just throw people to the ground, armbar him, he just fucking drops down and fucking grabs their fucking heel and just fucking twist it. And you know, I'm a big, you guys know I'm a big Ryan Hall guy. I'm a big heel hook type of guy.
Yeah. What do we think? You're not frozen. Your hand is shaking. Probably eye drop withdrawals. I could, keep your eyes open like that to pretend to be frozen until they're bleeding. I'll wait it out. Okay, let's wait it out, guys. I don't know what this bit is. Like, I don't know why he's refusing to give in. And now at this point, he held on for so long, he has to continue to do it. It's what a weird, you see what I deal with, guys? He just decided to pretend to be frozen for no reason whatsoever. None out of nowhere. And now he's just going to stick with it because he has to. It's such a bizarre situation. And I'm stuck dealing with this. He's not frozen. Do you want me to just move on? Is that what you want? All right. I think Jacob's refusing to make a pick. If you want to check out Jacob's pick on the website, just go to WeWantPicks.com. It's right there. If you go to WeWantPicks.com, you'll see what his pick is for this fight. You'll see everybody's bets. You'll see the tools, the artificial intelligence, who they have picked. You'll see everything. Live movement tracker, all of it. Every pick, every bet, every tool. Now he's pretending he is taking this to the next level, and little does he know when he leaves, it screws up the damn camera. Now you see that I'm stuck halfway in. That dumb bastard.
The fuck,
I'm so glad,
man? Jesus
I'm so glad you. No, I'm so glad
Christ.
you got that sorted.
What did,
so
when, did I? Did he hear my break? What?
No, he missed a pick. Yeah.
Oh well, I was saying, like, I know that I love heel hooks and stuff like that, but you know, Thomas Pierce, he should be the better fucking wrestler. Like, he should be the better wrestler, and he might fade, but we haven't really seen Valter out of the first round since he lost to fucking Lucas Bresky and stuff like that. So it's like, if I'm looking at this fight, like,
no, you're not doing it again. Stop. You're moving a lot this time. This one isn't even believable because your hand's in front of the microphone bar, and the black line is making it very obvious that your hand is moving. Stop it. Stop it. We need to move on. Just finish your breakdown. Stop it. You're blinking this time too. You just move. Just do it. Because when you leave the don't. When you leave the screen, it screws up the camera angle. Damn it. Hurry up and come back. It screws up the camera angle. For fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
man! I don't know what the fuck's going on, but
that's crazy. Yeah, we should probably
I'm taking a little bit. Excuse me. I'm taking a little bit of flyer on Thomas Petersen here. He just should be able to just withstand the takedowns, and if it turns sloppy, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I've seen Valter lose a sloppy fight before, and you know,
it was bad. And he was like minus 700, right? What the hell was he in his UFC debut?
I don't know. Let me look.
It was something crazy. Like, he was a tremendous favorite. And then he just went out there laying on his back like a fucking bag of melted marshmallows. To his credit, he looked real dumb in that fight, and then he lost like 40 pounds.
He was fucking.
No, I'm not falling for this 3 times. No, we can't, dude. We can't. We have a whole main card. We're an hour and a half. So
you're wrong.
Okay, good.
He was minus 250.
All right. That's actually not as bad as I remember, but he did, to his credit, completely transform his body. Valter Walker's the pick. Jacob has a little flyer on Tommy Pete's. Every other pick, every other bet, every other tool on the website, WeWantPicks.com. But this isn't just me saying, hey, guys, go to the website and sign up.
Well, my eyes were watering.
This is, you couldn't do it anymore. I'm also here to give you some money. I will give you money. And the only thing you need to do to get $50 is go to this URL, the beautiful URL right in front of you. And when you go to that URL, we'll have affiliate links on that page. And if you use one of those affiliate links and you sign up and you make a deposit, they're going to pay us a commission, a one-time commission. And then we're going to slice that money and we're going to give you $50. You see how that works? They get a customer, we get a couple bucks, you get a couple bucks, and everybody wins. Go to the URL, sign up, make a deposit, get yourself paid. While we're talking about the website and while we're talking about premium membership, by far the greatest service this space has ever seen. Every other service in this space is just kind of a list of bets. Half of them are a Discord or an email. They haven't even taken the time to build a real website. The people who have built a real website, it's just a list of shit. If they have a tool, they
Angel, shut the fuck up. Listen, you stupid fucks. Okay?
He's talking to you.
We got over 4,500 people signed up for premium members. Fucking hell. Thank you guys so much. But you know why they sign up? Because there is value. 4,500 people have seen the value. And there's still one of you. You. Talking to you. Nobody else. There's nobody else in here but me and you. Okay? Look into my eyes. Because this might be the last time I ever see anything. But I want to look at you with these eyes. Okay? You've been sitting here week after week, week after week, enjoying the show, and we appreciate that. Even if you don't become a premium member, that's fine. If you're showing up, we appreciate you as well. But you've been thinking about it. You've been sitting there, man, should I do it? $10 a month, it seems like great value. I don't know I don't think I'm going to do it. And every week, you're thinking to yourself, do I do it? I don't know. Should I fucking do it? And you struggle with it. Well, guess what? You've been getting left behind. Because what's Angelo been doing? What, 10 weeks of what, Angelo?
Safety parlay.
I mean,
in
my
a row.
God. Betsy's been killing it. Last 2 weeks, I'm still up 15 units, even though last week we got Tommy McMillan and CLD cutting my nuts off at my knees. Come on, man. Give us a shot. All you got to do is give $10 to give us a shot. 4,500 people have given us a shot and said, you know what? I'm going to stick to this. Give us a little bit of a shot here. WeWantPicks.com, $10 a month. Guess what? You don't want to go to the browser all the time? Damn it, I wish we had an app, Angelo. You know, we should get an app, don't you think?
That would be nice.
Holy shit, we have a fucking app. You can download the app. Go to the app. We got an app. You got a browser. All we ask is for a chance. All we ask is for a shot. Use our tools. Trust your reads. You haven't signed up yet? Excuse me. Oh, right there at the finish line. The last pitch I might ever make with these eyes. And you cut in at the end. Step on it.
Eyes? All I was going to say is the whole use your reads, trust our, whatever the fuck. Somebody DM that to me over the weekend.
Our tools. Trust your reads. WeWantPicks.com.
$10 a month. Thank you for that, Jacob. Here is, we're not doing that again. Here is the 4 cards you'll get for freaking $10. That's $2.50 a card. Let's stop playing games, guys. Easiest decision you'll ever make, and one of the best you'll ever make. We'll hit a super chat. We got a couple. We'll hit, we'll hit a comment. Then we'll hit the super chats, and we have some cards to open. This comment, talking about that promo. How quick do you get the $50? Someone on Bet Sam Stream said they were waiting for it. It takes about a week because you have to use the link and then you have to make a deposit and all that. And it just takes like a week for it to flow through the affiliate system before we can see it. So after you use the affiliate link and all that, you just have to fill out a little form on our website, just your name, your account number, and how you want to get your $50. Then I go into the affiliate portal and I just literally check. I search your account number. If it pops up, all I can see is, did they deposit enough to trigger our commission? And if so, great, you'll get paid. If not, well, I don't see the account, which means you didn't use the link, or, hey, you only deposited $15. That's not enough to trigger the commission. But if somebody
you had to kill somebody with a blunt object, what would you use?
The widest thing, a shovel, like Home Alone.
You would kill somebody with a shovel?
Just bong.
It's a hard thing to swing. Close encounters, you're not swinging a goddamn shovel.
You didn't say if you had to defend yourself. You said you have to kill somebody. So we're assuming.
Yeah, like in a hand-to-hand combat situation, it's life and death. You can grab a blunt object.
That's not how it was presented. Also, if somebody's waiting for the 50, just email us.
There's an unlimited amount of blunt objects on the fucking table next to you. They're going to grab one. You're going to grab one.
But that wasn't the scenario you presented.
I'm presenting it now. What are you grabbing?
Well, if there's a whole bunch of things in front of us.
And I'm not talking blades. I'm just blunt objects. There's bricks. There's hammers, there's crowbars, golf clubs, a shovel if you fucking want.
Brass knuckles? That's a blunt object.
Yeah, okay, let me drive over right now. I'll have this, and you get brass knuckles, and let's see what happens. You can have you can have unlimited brass knuckles when somebody's got this fucking shit.
Exactly. Reach your arm back to swing that again. Do it.
You're not touching me.
Reach it back.
I'm hitting you with this right in the fucking forearm.
See? Look,
get out of here.
Reach it
Brass
back.
knuckles might be the worst thing you could ever say.
I could just come in
you
like
need something with range.
No, you're swinging.
You're
like
blocking a hammer with your arm. It's a hammer.
It'll hurt for a second.
I will kill you with one blow.
Nah, you won't land it clean. That's the problem. You got to swing, and you're going to overswing too, so I'll probably just shoot a takedown.
I'm not going to overswing a hammer. I can fucking throw this at you. Then what are you going to do?
And then you're going to swing like this. I'll shoot a takedown. Then you're on a back holding a hammer like a dickhead.
If you're on top of me and I have a hammer, you're going to die.
No.
Oh,
no.
it takes one of these to the fucking temple, Angelo.
Pathetic.
Brass
Absolutely
knuckles
not.
is the worst I've ever heard.
No. You're going to overswing. You got to swing. I just all brass. Hit your face. Every single one of those was brass, and it all hit your face. Let's open up some cards real quick before we hit this main card. Okay, we got 2 packs.
Yeah, set the lines for me with a hammer and Angelo with brass knuckles.
Yeah, okay. Go watch our fight when him and I fought, and then we'll see.
If I had a hammer, you would have died.
We're opening up a pack.
20
Here
seconds.
we go. First pack, collectibles.com, home of fights. First pack.
Home of fight. Shout out our $1 million man, Matty Betts for home of. Oh, here we go.
$34 TJ Dillashaw card. We're going to sell it. This will get us a 3rd pack. We're selling it. We're getting a little bit, about half our money back here. We have another pack. Let's go ahead and open it up.
You're kind of rushing. I'm not. God, D'Angelo, let me fucking get in the zone here. No,
Well,
this gonna be shit too. Watch. No, I don't even give a fuck. You're just kind of running through these. No passion for the game. This is what you get.
Here we go.
That's what you get. No passion.
I
for
like
the game.
MVP. I like him.
Yeah, $40 card. No passion. Now watch what happens. We have one more.
Okay, yeah.
Now don't open it until I say open it. Okay. And you're gonna see what happens.
I gotta buy it now. Hold on.
Respect the fucking game.
Please hold while I buy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have what could end up being one of the most memorable moments in We Want Picks history coming up here in just a few seconds. Before we get to this, for good luck, hit that like button for me real quick. And for double good luck, can we put some GLHF in the chat right now? Angelo, do you know what that stands for, GLHF?
Good luck, home fights.
It kind of works that way. Good luck, home of fights, but it's good luck, have fun. That's what that's what we're spamming in the chat right now. GLHF, good luck, have fun. This could be one of the most memorable moments. And don't you fucking touch that button until I tell you.
I'm waiting.
This could be one of the most memorable moments in We Want Picks history right now, ladies and gentlemen. I am manifesting this moment for you, for me, for Angelo, for Home of Fights, for Matty Betts. This will be one of the greatest moments of our lives here today. Angelo, hover that button. Don't press it for me. Count it down together. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25.
We can't do that.
24. Here we go. 23, 22, 21. We're getting closer, ladies and gentlemen. 20, 19. I'm getting excited. 18, 17, 16. Angelo, count down if you know it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I almost forgot what. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, down for the pack. Here we go. The most memorable moment We Want Picks history. Watch me manifest it. We sell, we go again. We got to build momentum. It's a little setback. It's a little setback.
Well, permission to open, Papa.
Open it. Keep the momentum. You hear that? That's Uncle Mo that just walked in the door. You know Uncle Mo?
No.
Here he is right now. Bang.
Hey, we have the interim champion of the world at $31 for some reason. We can buy one more pack.
And this is going to be the one. Minor setbacks for major comebacks. Don't open it until I say.
Oh, God.
You got to buy it first?
I have to buy it.
ladies and gentlemen, can you start spamming the name of who we are going to pick right now in the pack and make it a good one? I want to see some Connors. I want to see some Chimaevs, some fucking White House cards. I think they threw. I don't know if they threw those. I don't even know who the most expensive one is. Let me focus here for a second, Angelo. Ooh, did you feel that? Hold on. Let me send it your way. I didn't like that. I did not like that. I did not like that. Let me refocus. Okay. When I say now, okay, we're going to count it down.
Oh, God.
10, 9, 8, and don't fucking hit it until I say 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Uh-oh, guys. What should we do? Should we click it? All right. If he's not back in
Go.
Here we go. This is it. We're out of money.
Watch what happens. Oh my God, I just felt it. Oh my God, I just felt it. What the fuck? You just...
$60.
Oh! We're moving now.
That's a nice card.
Sell it, we go again. Now we're moving.
It's not enough. I only have $2 in the account. So that's all we got. We're out of money. See? Gambling, guys. Out of money. Opening up the UFC Abu Dhabi main card, we have Saygid Izagakhmaev taking on Abubakar Vagaev. And we have an interesting matchup here. Saygid Izagakhmaev, 22-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years, coming off that decision loss in his UFC debut. Taking on Abubakar Vagaev, 24-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak into his UFC debut. And we'll start on that side. He's a very active wrestler. He'll bait you into a striking match and then immediately lower his level and shoot some takedowns. When he gets you to the ground, he's active. He's looking for a TKO instead of a submission. While he is a very good wrestler, it doesn't mean he can't strike. He does a really good job using all of his tools on his feet, and he throws with intent. He is somewhat technical, but mostly a volume guy. He's taking on Saygid Izagakhmaev, and while he has all beard and no stash, you may assume he's a wrestler, and you'll be partially correct. It is important to note that he's also a powerful striker. Of course, all that beard, he can wrestle. And what separates him from the pack is his calm pressure and his explosive power. He walks forward methodically. He'll blast some low kicks. He's looking for openings, then he'll throw straight rights. His wrestling is very effective. He's got incredible control and damage on top. He is coming off that decision loss to Nicholas Dalby, where he had 4 takedowns, but he did gas. Abubakar Vagaev is probably who people thought Saygid was. He's a fun striker. He's a nasty wrestler. And based off tape study alone, Abubakar's the pick. But the problem is that everyone he has beaten is an absolute bum. So I have no idea if he looks like a stud because he's fighting cab drivers or if he's actually that good
Tuk-tuks.
of an MMA fighter. What?
Not cabs, tuk-tuks.
Given the fact that
You know
Saygid...
tuk-tuks?
No.
You don't know what a tuk-tuk is?
No.
Aren't you from Italy?
No. I am not. Given the fact that Saygid gassed in his last fight against Nicholas Dalby, I went out of my way doing the tape study to try to find cardio situations of Abubakar. Can he push a pace? Can he fight for 15 minutes? And while he does slow down a bit, that dude is a 15-minute guy, and he can keep the pace. So Abubakar is going to be the pick. And part of me wants to throw money on him, but I probably got to wait because this dude has beaten absolutely nobody whatsoever. But Abubakar is the pick. We should be good here. I don't know what he's looking at, but I think we're good. Who do you think wins, Jacoby?
Yeah, Saygid is a guy that came in that last fight versus Nicholas Dalby after, what was like 3 or 4 years. It was a crazy fucking layoff, but everyone was like, don't worry, this guy's legit. He is best friends with Islam. He trains with Islam. He's going to smoke Nicholas Dalby. He was I'm looking at minus 335 right now. I think it probably ballooned even more before the fight time. He trained with Islam. He's going to smoke him. And that's why you got to be careful with all this, like, trained with. I mean, how many fighters did we lose? Not us, but did people lose money on being like, oh, he trains with Chimaev because there's like a picture of him with, all that, like, even like with Garam. Like, Garam's like friends with all these dudes. He trains like Garam's a fucking bum. Actually, did he win karate? I think he went to karate. I think he even lost in fucking like karate combat or something too. But you got to be careful with that type of stuff, especially with the layoff. I do expect him to look better. There was a 3-year layoff. Nicholas Dalby is like kind of a hard guy to fucking fight. Like UFC debut on a 3-year layoff because he's just a fucking mean machine type of guy. Like he's just an Energizer bunny kind of nonstop. And he kind of was like hanging in there. Like it was a split decision loss. I can't remember if that was controversial or not, but it seemed like I remember Nicholas kind of doing a little bit more in that fight. But I expect him to look a little bit better in this fight. And if he does look better in this fight, this is probably like a 50-50 fight because they're both kind of the same type of guy. Like they both have striking, they both have wrestling. But going off from what I've seen, Saygid didn't look great against Nicholas Dalby. I mean, getting out-wrestled and out-grappled by Nicholas Dalby isn't the best look, no matter the layoff. I mean, if your boy's at Islam, like it probably should not be happening. And Abubakar, as you mentioned, he does have wrestling, he does have grappling, and he's got some pretty nice fucking takedowns. I mean, Angelo, he got a double leg. He cuts the corner, he's running the pipe, he's tree topping, he's kicking the leg out. I mean, he's got some nice fucking takedowns, some good grappling, some good control. So I'm going to go Abubakar on this one. And what a great name. That's just a fun one to say Saygid and Abubakar. I mean, this is a great battle of the names on this one. But I'm going Abubakar here just because I think he's a little bit better everywhere. But I'm not going to be surprised if Saygid comes in and looks better than he did in his last fight. But I'm staying away from it for a bet. It seems like a little bit healthy because, I mean, Saygid was almost minus 400 in his UFC debut. He was putting those odds for a reason. Sometimes,
Yeah, remember when we broke down Brendson Ribeiro earlier and said this guy's basically just brought in to lose? He was brought in to lose against DR Nurgazai, and he beat him. And then DR came back, and we're like, this guy sucks. He's a bum. Look who he lost to. And he won his next fight, and he looked really good. So that could be what Saygid is here. He could be the guy that lost in his UFC debut. It was too much, long break, UFC veteran, and now he looks
the Iron Chef of pounding Vaj.
Who the hell is that? Oh, Vagaev. I get it. Jacob and I are on the same. No. Jacob and I are on the same side of this fight, but we are a little nervous to play some bets. But there are plenty of other bets on this fight card. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10. You have an entire month's worth of access. That month includes UFC 330. Couple of super chatterinos. We got $4.99 from You Know Who 88. Ange, are you from Connecticut? But you say cold subs? What are you from, New London? Jakey, if he misses Tuesday next week, leak his address. Well, that ain't gonna happen. But why the fuck do I have to light hot sandwiches? That's actually an outrageous. You don't know what the fuck you're talking. Go to any deli and say, let me get an Italian combo. Let me get a Godfather. Let me get a Rocky, because it's all the same fucking stupid names. None of those are hot. The only hot sandwich you'll get is if you get the Angelo sandwich at the Newtown Deli. Yes. I am such a Connecticut legend that I have a sandwich named after me at a deli in Newtown. And
wait, your sandwich is a hot sandwich?
It's because the chicken cutlet's hot. So the sandwich isn't hot. The chicken cutlet's hot. The sandwich isn't heated up. It's a hot chicken cutlet with roasted red peppers, fresh mozzarella, and balsamic glaze.
We don't call it mozzarella. We call it maz.
I don't call it mutz. I don't call it none of that shit. It's an incredible sandwich. So you're not going to lecture me where are you from, Ange. I have a sandwich named after me. I will live in infamy. And if you don't believe me, look up the Newtown Deli. Check out the Yelp reviews. People are raving about the Angelo sandwich. It's the best sandwich on the menu. And it's been there for like 20 years. Question my Connecticutness. $1.99 from Jorge Alonso, Mr. 4Z. Jacob, when are you going to stop acting like Kanye? Autistic? Black?
Genius?
Anti-Semitic? Which one? Which thing? What do you say? What does that mean?
Ooh, here we go.
What?
A month ago, a review from Ryan. Ordered an Angelo sandwich. Got given a that's a weird thing to say. Got given a regular roast beef sandwich when I called to say something was told I was wrong. that I was given the correct sandwich. Given had I'm having a stroke reading this. Given had mayo instead of horseradish. This guy's fucking pissed. So, let's look for another one in here.
Well, he ordered the Angelo, and I don't own the place.
Actually,
they just named the sandwich.
He said I ordered the spicy. I was hoping he was going to say something bad about it.
He wrote a review because they gave him mayo instead of horseradish. Yeah.
Let's see.
While he's looking at that, Angelo. 20 Mexican pesos from Andres Orzovic, 12. Conservatism plus autism is the best duo. I know which one I am.
In the,
Thank you for the super chat. We have literally seen the review of my sandwich because you saw it and you were pissed. You've also had the sandwich. $1.99
I never had the sandwich. You took me to the deli to show it
off.
off.
I made you look at the board. Look at the board. Look at it.
Yep.
Angel,
I'm hungry. You're like, we don't have time to eat.
13, 40, 81, $1.99 super chat. Whatever.
Here you go. A year ago, this could be it. This place is great. Got a chicken cutlet on a hard roll there the other day, and it was one of the best sandwiches I've had in a long time.
That's an Angelo. She just didn't give me
loaded with cutlets that were fresh and delicious. The other ingredients, bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, were also great and melded perfectly together, adding a nice crunch and flavor. Price was good too. Keep up the great work.
It's a great deli. It's an institution.
The immediate next review says, avoid at all costs with a 1 star.
Listen, last super chat, then we got to move on.
5 stars.
It's a phenomenal deli, genuinely.
It's a cool place.
He said, whatever happened to the lock of the week videos, Jake?
What's funny is somebody was trying to compare the safety parlay. It was like, Angelo didn't, he's like, you're just scared. You're just, the second it lost, you quit. Angelo doesn't quit when the safety parlay loses. It's like, first of all, I did the lock of the week for 3. You think it didn't lose in 3.5 fucking years? Like I've been, it wasn't about winning and losing or anything like that. And then he's like, well, if it's all you have to do is Angelo just makes the pick every week. I'm like, it's not about the pick. Angelo doesn't spend 10 hours to make a video about the safety parlay. Yeah. Angelo doesn't come up with creative ways. Everyone's like, just do it. I ran out of ideas. It's gone. I just ran. I'm not going to just sit here and just be like, this is the fucking blah, blah, blah.
I started to fill the gap a little bit. Have you seen the intro to my last 3 videos? Or at least you've seen the clips I've uploaded. At least you see the clips. Like I uploaded the Sleepy Ankh clip. I uploaded the Connor clip, the bad knees clip. You've seen those clips at least? For Christ's sake, you've seen those clips.
But I take pride in my production. I'm not going to just do something just to do something and then people just stop watching stuff. Like maybe it comes back, maybe it doesn't. But I mean, that was fucking like 3 years of like coming up with an idea every single fucking week for the video, making a fucking video. I mean, it was fucking, just is what it is. I mean,
I get it.
Even the best shows fucking, they don't last forever. Sometimes they got to end.
Listen, I get it, but I started to fill that gap a little bit. If you guys don't watch the Sunday video, watch it. A, early breakdowns, early odds. B, those intros we started doing, spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have Rizvan Kunayev taking on Tyrell Fortune. Rizvan Kunayev, 14-3 in his career, 2-2-1 in his last 5. He is coming off his first UFC win over the now unemployed Jailton Almeida. Taking on Tyrell Fortune, 18-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off the decision win in his UFC debut. Rizvan Kunayev, a former steroid user. He's clean now. You can tell by the waistline. Juice or no juice, though, he's going to fight the exact same way. He'll throw a little bit wild. He'll close the distance, and then he'll look to grapple. He's got decent leg kicks. He likes winging punches from the hips. When he does close the distance, he's going to look to grind. He gets you to the cage. He works you to the ground. On top, solid control. We haven't seen a ton of offensive wrestling from him recently, but that's because he's been fighting wrestlers who want to take him down, like Jailton Almeida, where he defended all 8 of those takedown attempts. He's taking on Tyrell Fortune, a big boy wrestler. He's got crazy power in his hands. Credential-wise, he wrestled in college. He was a Division II standout. And despite having very good offensive wrestling, he can be taken down. And if he is, he's kind of just surviving. He really shines on the feet, though. He has insane power, decent footwork. He's a pretty big man. He has 11 knockouts, but he can fight for a full 15 minutes if he needs to. And we saw that in his last fight against Marcin Tybura, where they accidentally gave the fight to Marcin. Every week, there's always a dog I pick, not on purpose. I'm not like purposely trying to pick a dog, but there's always a dog I pick that the whole world is like, you're an idiot. You're so dumb. This is stupid. Last week, it was Chase Hooper, and Chase Hooper wasn't even a freaking dog. So let's just say there's a pick I make. I picked Chase Hooper, a 2-1 favorite. I forgot it was Chase.
He was like 4-1. He was minus 400.
Well,
I went out on a limb and picked the minus 400 favorite. And people hated me.
I picked Felipe Franco, bet on him. Who's that other plus money kid that showed up on short notice? I bet on him, so I don't want to hear fucking
Bashy?
No, I didn't bet on Bashy. The short notice kid that won with the wrestling over the jiu-jitsu. Nicky Rod trained, the guy who beat him. Anyway, last week, I picked Chase Hooper. You guys went freaking nuts. Oh, he's going to lose. He's going to get knocked out. I literally bet on Chase Hooper out of spite to the comments. The week before that, I picked Mario Batista. You guys went nuts. Of course, you think he's going to book him. Mario Batista ripped his leg off. This week, I picked Tyrell Fortune. Now, I am not nearly as confident in Tyrell Fortune as I was Chase or Mario. But I do think Tyrell can win this fight. Yes, Rizvan is a better wrestler. Rizvan has a couple of very good UFC wins and a couple of good UFC performances, like losing to Curtis Blades. He looked good in that fight. But Tyrell Fortune has good hands with dangerous power and wrestling. It's not insane to think that Tyrell Fortune is going to come forward, throw big, Rizvan's going to be worried about that power, and then Tyrell can shoot a takedown. So I am going to pick Tyrell here. And the weird amount of like, there's no way he wins, only 12% of you picking him to win. I'm a bit surprised. What has Rizvan done that's so amazing? You guys all said, you screamed from the rooftops that John Almeida sucks. Like you guys, that was a unanimous decision from the public. But we're saying Rizvan Kunaev is the man because he beat somebody that you said sucks. I'm going to pick Tyrell. I'm not planting my flag. I'm not even betting on this fight because I fully recognize that he could lose. But it's not insane for him to win. Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
I mean, picking a plus 275 dog to win and not betting him seems a little bit crazy to me, but I don't disagree with you. I'm going to pick Kunaev here, and there's going to be, there's going to be somebody that fucks all the parlays. It's very rare that we have a card like this where every fucking big favorite, wins and stuff like that. There's always one person that fucks it up, and it could be Kunaev in this situation, because I kind of agree. Like, Tyrell Fortune is not a fucking bum. Like, he's a very good wrestler. He can throw hands. He's got decent cardio as well. And we know heavyweight fights can turn into just splish splash, taking a bath, sloppy messes at any type of moment in the fight. Like, it seems like this is probably like a fight that Kunaev's had. Like Tyrell Fortune's last fight, where there might be a takedown or two on either side, but probably now these guys are probably just going to stand there and throw. And Kunaev's got good hands and stuff, and I think he can just kind of maybe out-volume Tyrell, and given that the region that they're in, if it goes to a decision, I think they probably lean that way. That's why I'm kind of leaning on Kunaev, but this does feel like a fucking, should be like minus 150 for Kunaev. Maybe minus 175. Maybe minus 200 and stuff like that, but Tyrell Fortune's not a fucking bum, so, I kind of get the sentiment. I kind of get the play and stuff like in the pick and stuff like that. I'm going Kunaev because I think he kind of can bully a little bit more in this fight, but probably going to be a size difference for Kunaev, I guess. But
he's definitely big. He's big and he has good hits.
Is that the first time you picked a black man?
No, I picked Tyrell in his last fight too. We are split here. If you need a tiebreaker, we have tiebreakers. Not only do we have 5 human cappers at WeWantPicks.com, we have an artificial intelligence. And you can unlock all the picks, all the bets, all the tools for $10. One package, one tier, no upsell, no cross-sell, $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple of Super Chatterinos. $1.99 from TP23. A different fish pick. We should be able to donate to the cards. You don't want to do that. We appreciate the Super Chat. Get your own cards. Rip your own pack. We appreciate that very much. Thank you for the Super Chat. Congratulations.
Is that a walleye? What is that?
That's another largemouth bass. Congrats.
That ain't a fucking largemouth bass. You kidding me?
Sure is.
The fuck it is.
$1.99 from Cannabis Cowie. Fighting Nerds Jacob. Oh, he's wearing the glasses. Yeah, you should tape the middle. Really razzle dazzle the fans. Thank you so much for the Super Chat.
I have been wearing these so much that I don't know if you can see those, but I do have little silicone inserts on the nose pieces there. Anti-slip, baby.
Yeah, there we go. And then we have a $4.99 Super Chat from Gucci Gill. I met him in real life. Glad you're back, Jay. I was hoping I'd get to meet you. Hope your eye situation is recovering. Any shot we get a stream Saturday. Also, Ange, you're one handsome motherfucker. Thank you. Appreciate it. Genuinely. Gucci Gill. I saw him walking down the hallway at Oklahoma City. He's wearing a big-ass cowboy hat.
Striper.
And then I messaged him like, is that you?
Fucking Bass. Bass don't get fucking big.
And then he came down and said hello. So nice to meet you as well. Appreciate the super chat. I'll answer the stream question because Jacob answered a few times already. He basically said he doesn't know yet. The eyes are still kind of borderline.
Walleye was a better guess than a fucking, it's a largemouth man.
Well, a striper is closer to a bass than a walleye.
Yeah, walleye's a big fish. That was a big fish. You're naming a fish that's not even big. Largemouth bass don't get that big.
Not for you. Pussy.
I don't think you've ever caught a bass in your life. I would be willing to bet you've never caught a bass in your life.
Of course I have. Tons of them.
Where?
We're in Connecticut. We got ponds.
You don't throw a bobber and catch a bass. That's
I
not
know.
what you're catching.
We would use lures. And one time, the best bass I ever caught in my entire life. I had a lure, and we would look at the Rapella magazine and then buy our shit. Anyway, I had a lure, and I was dangling over this giant bullfrog, and the bullfrog ate the lure. So then that thing was fucked. Like it was all hooked up in there. So then I cast out the frog and caught a bass with the frog that was on the lure. Bing bong.
Made up, man. That sounds pretty made up.
It's not. Ask my stepdad.
That sounds pretty fucking made up. How big was? Show your hands. How big this frog was?
Man, I was like 15, so it felt huge. It's probably this. Oh, the frog.
Yeah, the frog.
Like this. Probably this big.
Okay, yeah. Largemouth bass is not eating a fucking frog that big. You stupid bitch.
It's a bullfrog.
Stupid fucking bitch.
Of course it is. Yeah. No, it absolutely is.
You said the fish. You saying a 3-pound bass was eating a 2-pound? The fuck it was.
They have catching 5 pounds.
I understand you're catching just casually a 5-6 pound bass that's eating a 3-pound frog.
I swear.
Just casually catching 6-pound bass is Angelo. That's what he does. Get the fuck out of here.
15. Maybe I got the scale wrong.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I swear. Ask my stepdad.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was there. Ask Chris.
Jesus
Next time you see
Christ,
Chris, ask
man.
him.
There's a reason why he had a picture holding a fucking 4-pound. That's a good sized bass, a 4-pound bass. You're like, oh, I casually threw a frog in and caught a 6-pound bass.
Why do you keep saying casually? That's what fucking fishing is. All fishing is casually, unless you're going to get lobster in the fucking off the coast of Maine. It's all casual. You shithead.
No, you might be I'm out there hunting. I'm out there with a plan, with a process. I'm throwing it out there. I'm jigging some stuff. I'm switching lures. I'm doing top bait. I'm doing fucking spinner bait through there. I'm doing worms. I used to have a whole fucking tackle box. I'd go out there to golf courses and fish.
Everybody had a tackle box.
Yeah, but I would go drive to places specifically
where we went fishing. So did we. We lived across.
Shut the fuck up.
We lived across this place called the Darios, and it was like a rock factory.
And they had 10-pound largemouth bass.
It was hundreds of acres of like rocks where they were grinding rocks and they were like doing, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but it was undeveloped and there were ponds in there. And that's where we would go. We have to come with a machete and chop the shit down so we could even walk through untapped. It was incredible. Then kids started riding dirt bikes and stuff. But yeah, me, my stepdad, my brother, we'd go. And then I would go with my cousins and we would hunt rabbits.
I know there's a lot of people that fishing. Can you call out Angelo and his fucking bullshit? The guy threw a 2-pound frog in and caught a 6-pound largemouth bass with the fucking...
You're making up the pounds and sizes. I just said the frog was this big.
That's not what you said already. You said it was this big.
This is the size. It keeps
getting smaller and smaller. That's a fucking 1.5-pound frog that you got in your hands right there.
A big-ass bullfrog. You've seen a bullfrog? Jesus Christ. You're from nowhere? Is it just corn? There's no bullfrogs?
I've seen frogs. Yeah.
Next up. At UFC Abu Dhabi, we have
That's a largemouth bass right there. Look at him.
We have Damian Rizbecki taking on Magomed Zainikov. Damian Rizbecki undefeated at 10-0 in his career with 9 stoppages. Magomed Zainikov 8-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. Of course, he's undefeated with 5 knockouts. Damian Rizbecki, offensive striker. He is constantly doing something. He loves throwing kicks to both legs. He'll light up the head, and then he enters the pocket with a flurry. He'll shoot takedowns as well, and he does a really nice job shooting below the hips. He's not shooting upper body. He's just bang right below the hips, above the knees. When he hits the ground, he splits between ground and pound and looking for a submission, but he's mostly comfortable on his feet. He's a busy guy who hunts for finishes. He's taking on Magomed Zainikov, more affectionately known as John Pork. He's a nasty striker. In fact, the video that earned him that whole John Pork nickname, where Islam introduces him as John Pork, He said he's a 2-time world professional Muay Thai champion. So then you go watch the tape, and it's like, yeah, I get it. He fights like that. I can see that. He's got the high guard. He's got the forward pressure. Does a good job mixing up the punches, the kicks, the knees, and the elbows. He's a pretty offense-heavy guy, but he's also defensively sound. He's not hit very often. And while he is a very good striker, there's not a ton of power, so he tends to wear you down over 15 minutes with insane volume. It's hard to get any real insight to his takedown defense. I tried. I watched tape after tape after tape. There's not a lot of people shooting a ton of takedowns on him, but against the cage, it is pretty solid, and we know that he's training with a bunch of wrestling beasts. Damian is really fun to watch. He'll bring the pressure. I think Pork is just too clean, too defensively sound, and Damian he kind of gets hit, and that's what John Pork will do. He'll just hit him, and then he'll hit him again, and he'll hit him again, and he'll hit him again. So John Pork is going to be the pick because of the literal volume, and he is better defensively, where Damian's going to be coming forward looking to take his head off. He'll be able to slip, dodge, counter. I think Pork's just the better striker in what should be a mostly striking matchup. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying that somebody's gonna fuck up these parlays, and it might be this Chonko guy. He doesn't do anything like that's like just crazy. Like neither one of these guys does anything that really like stands out, but they're both just such solid guys. I think again that this fight is kind of like a minus 150 for Chonko, like type of fight. Like I know he's a solid dude and he wowed people in that Contender Series. Remember, he got fucking dropped and probably should have got put away in that first round. The guy tried to throw a flying knee. He was able to get the takedown off it, not a flying knee, but he tried to like throw a knee. But he was dropped pretty bad in that fight. I think I had the other side. We were a live stream that Contender Series fight, and everyone's like, oh, this John Pork guy, this Chonko guy. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fucking fade him. And he got dropped and almost finished in that fight. But the volume was impressive. The bounce back from that, and I mean, I was texting you today. I mean, over 400 strikes thrown in that Contender Series fight. Over 120 strikes per round. And I think that's probably what happens here. Like, there might be a little bit of adversity earlier with this Damian guy, but when I watch Damian, he is a good technical striker, but he seems just a little bit more stiff with everything. Everything is just nice and tight, ones and twos and threes and four. Everything is just like calculated and almost like he's almost like too rehearsed with it, where Chonko goes in there and it's just everything just seems more fluid. Like it is the hands with the kicks following. It's just like, and the volume is just pretty impressive. So I think Chonko's just a little bit more fluid in there. Probably a decision fight. I know a lot of people are going to try and chase that, like Chonko by points and stuff like that, but it seems like that's probably going to be the play. Maybe a square play, it is what it is. So I'm picking them, but, it just feels like this is probably just going to be more of a volume fight. And when it turns into a volume fight, you could have the volume for 4.5 minutes of a round. You get cracked, and all of a sudden a judge is like, oh, shit, well, the damage was there, and then it turns a little bit weird. But like you said, I mean, he's pretty sound most of the time defensively and stuff, and I think he's just a little bit more fluid than Damian. So I'm picking him. We'll see what that plays out, and,
Yeah, we're both on the Chonko side. That's how he got the nickname. Islam said his name is Chonko, but the way he says it sounds like John Pork. Like it was close enough. I don't know how it went viral, though. Like I don't know who turned it from that into John Pork, but he's upset that it's John Pork because he's a Muslim. He doesn't eat pork. And then people are like, oh my God, that's so disrespectful to say that. That stupid little misinterpretation is the best thing that happened to this dude's career. He's a professional fighter, and now he has more notoriety than he ever would have gotten just fighting and winning. So you kind of take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad. Like if he didn't have the nickname, he would just be another nameless guy that was added to the roster with an undefeated record. There's 10 of them on this card, but people know the name. Oh, he said it was Mighty Mouse that did the John Pork thing. Anyway, we both agree John Pork should win this fight, and it should be a ton of fun to watch. I'm not spending $9,200 in DraftKings Fantasy, although the volume is insane, and if he lands the same amount of strikes he landed in his last fight, he could score well. I'm not going to go that route. I'm probably going to avoid it on that side. Money line, minus 275, probably good enough. But if you do want to check out all the picks, all the bets, all the tools, the artificial intelligence, all of it for an entire month, it's only $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. We have a $1.99 super chat from, what the fuck is this? Fat people should be executed. It is a picture of me. I don't know what's all over my face.
Yeah.
Is Jacob streaming Saturday or not? If no, I unsubscribe. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you. I'm glad to see you go. Adios, muchacho.
He's not going to let me scream now.
Yeah. See ya. Oh, no. Oh no, the dude who called me fat and used me as his profile picture won't be here again. Oh no.
Do you agree with that sentiment?
No.
They're kind of a strain on
No. The
everything.
healthcare system, I disagree.
They're a strain on the healthcare system. They're a strain on buses and trains and
look at this comment.
sidewalks.
This is an incredible comment. You think Artem ever thought that he would type out in a comment section somewhere, Angelo?
I can't believe you haven't really gone after Artem, because I paid Betsam and Artem to make fun of you for 2 or 3 minutes, and Betsam was like, "Yeah, I don't, Angelo's a good guy," and Artem just went right in, just started making fun of you, mocking you for your sales pitch.
Artem has the same fucking sales pitch. Artem does the best of all the affiliates because of the Contender Series.
That's a fun little video they do. Him and Betsam.
Combat Kiwi.
Hunter. Yeah, the prop hunter video. They got good chemistry, those kinds. Those people.
Those people. You people.
Oh, what do you think about his? What do you think about him by submission? Oh, Autumn, it's a good player there. I think he could be live for a submission. What do you think, Betsam? Oh, Autumn, I think it could be a good idea. What do you think about the first round, Autumn? Oh, thank you for asking, Betsam. I think it could be good for the first round, or maybe the second round.
Man, that's tough.
Mate.
There it is, mate. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have the best-looking guy on the roster taking on Wellington Turman. Islam Dulatov, 12-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, and he is as handsome as ever. Taking on Wellington Turman, 18-8 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight skid and a 3-year layoff. Islam Dulatov is a model, an actual model, walks the runway model. And he doesn't fight like one. He is not afraid to get that moneymaker all lit up. He is going to move forward, and he is going to strike. He is primarily a striker. Very real power, plenty of movement. He does a great job working the body, the legs, as well as working in combination and mixing up techniques. He's not just a striker, though. He's got takedown defense as well. He's got offensive submission. He's coming off that first-round knockout win over Adam Fugit. He's taking on Wellington Turman. Solid grappler. He's slick on the ground. He's always looking to sweep or submit. His striking is not very powerful, but he does have some solid entries, uses footwork pretty well. He is coming off a 3-year layoff and 3 losses in a row. The most recent one was in 2023, where he was submitted by Jared Gooden. He looked good early, and then he was an absolute moron towards the end. Unfortunately, Wellington is just not a UFC caliber guy. And then you take a non-UFC caliber guy, you add a 3-year layoff. There's just no way he wins this fight. Like none. Zero, zilch. And earlier in the week, when Islam was still somewhat affordable, I didn't understand it. And now here he is, minus 1,000, starting to make a little bit more sense. I just don't know how Wellington would win this fight. Genuine. And I can't even pretend to find it. Well, there is no if. Wellington's not winning. Islam wins this fight. Even slipping on a banana peel, he gets it done. The 2% of people who picked Wellington are his relatives. Jacob, who do you think wins?
Yeah, I'm taking Islam on this one. He should be the better striker. Obviously, we've seen situations where kind of these first-rounder, I don't want to say first-rounder bust type of guys, but first-round guys come in, they can't get the finish for whatever reason, then things get interesting. I think if I'm playing Wellington, the guy at his core is more of a grappler, submission guy. That's kind of where he wants to get to. If it gets out of the first round, this fight turns weird. I mean, it could be a situation. I'm looking at Wellington by submission plus 2,200. I don't think that's a half bad hedge if you're putting Islam in every single parlay and stuff like that. I mean, plus 2,200. I think that's the way he hypothetically could win the fight. Second, third round, Islam starts getting tired. The takedowns get there. He jumps the back. Because Wellington's, again, one of those grapplers that doesn't really need takedowns. Like if he's like just hanging on, seatbelt grip or whatever, he'll just jump your back, throw a body triangle in, and now this guy's in big trouble. So I don't see that happening. 3 years away, even if he's been training and been looking good, and I know he's friends with Glover and Alex and stuff and all that type of stuff. Even if you're it's different when you get in a real fight with real timing, because the guys he's training with aren't going to have the speed of a fucking Islam. Like they have powerful guy. I know Alex is fast and stuff, but Alex again has been moving up in weight. He's been getting a little bit slower and stuff. So I don't think anybody up there in Connecticut is going to be able to give him the look of the speed of Islam, and that's going to be the difference here. The speed's probably going to surprise him, and Islam's shown that when he hits people, he fucking hurts people. So, Yeah,
it's going to be it's going to be interesting. I think I think we're in a situation here where Wellington was just kind of called up to get Islam a win, and Islam will get the win. I think it's literally that. I think it's literally that. So I think Islam is light years ahead. Minus 1,000 feels outrageous. I saw a comment here from, where is it? Johnny and Capitsitani. He said, I'll just put it. I placed bets earlier today, and he wasn't minus 1,000 yet. He was minus 810 or something like that. Dude, he was like minus 510 or something a week ago, which is not great, but reasonable. And it's just continuing to widen because people wait a little bit longer. They look at it and they go, yeah, this is an easy spot, which it is. $9,800 in DraftKings Fantasy, that probably cashes. We've got a bunch of bets on this card, a lot of them more affordable than this. So if you want to check those out, wewantpicks.com, click Become a Member. At the top, it is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. We have a $2 super chat from Stephen McTowley. Jacob, playing a recording of Bet Sam and Artem talk? See how I did that inflection? See how I did that inflection in my voice? Jacob.
Bet Sam's in here now.
There he is. Running his fucking mouth. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Steve Erceg taking on Ramazan Tamarov. Steve Erceg, 14-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5 on a 2-fight win streak. Taking on Ramazan Tamarov, 19-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, coming back after more than a year away. I'm a Steve Erceg hater, so I'm putting that out there before we do the rest of this breakdown. People like to call Steve Erceg a striker. He's not a striker. He's a grappler. He was a grappler in Australia. He's a grappler now. He's a decent grappler, good enough wrestler. Can get the takedowns, can work pretty well on the ground. Striking-wise, he is improving. Nice calf kicks, good volume. He likes to seize the opportunity on the ground. He is coming off the decision win over Tim Elliott, where he was taken down twice, but he did have the striking volume. Taking on Ramazanbek Tamarov. He is a lightning-fast striker. He's got short legs, but crazy power. He's incredibly fast. He has no issues marching forward to find that knockout. He's creative on the feet. He'll mix in the power, the overhand, spinning back fist. He'll do everything. You're not going to see a ton of offensive wrestling from him, but the takedown defense is pretty solid. He's got some dog, and it doesn't take a lot of stuff, tape study to see that he gets rocked, but he gets rocked, and then he just keeps moving, keeps throwing, stays in your face, and we saw him do that against Charles Johnson, where the power was the difference. I'm going to say it one final time. I think Steve Erceg is very overrated. I don't think he's that good. He earned a title shot by knocking out the most knockoutable guy on the UFC roster. The guy knocks out Matt Schnell, and they just couldn't wait to give him a title shot because that weight class is a disaster. And now he performed well in that title shot, but he didn't win. And then he lost, and then he lost, and then he lost. And then he fought Ode Osborne, basically lost that fight too because he was 99% knocked out. And then he lost a full round to a 94-year-old Tim Elliott. I do not think Steve is going to win this fight. And now he's an underdog. And these odds on the screen are very, very deceiving because the opened with Steve as a dog. He's currently a dog now. The middle of this was Steve Erceg at minus 130. There was a shit ton of people that bet Erceg minus 130. I bet on Ramazan at plus 110 because I looked at this. I said, there's no way that chinny dork is going to take down or walk down Ramazan Tamarov. My only concern here is Ramazan can be low volume, but if he just moves forward, wings punches, defends takedowns, he's going to give Steve an unbelievably hard time. He's going to win this fight. I'm picking Ramazan. I bet on Ramazan. I got him at plus money. Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
Yeah, this seems like the classic pick your side, minutes versus moments. Like I talk about that a lot. It feels like Steve's going to win the minutes. Is Tamarov going to win the moments? People are questioning Tamarov coming off the steroid suspension and stuff like that. That wasn't like a Alvin Hines, I'm injecting anabolic steroids. It was like some like heart medication or something that he like didn't realize. I mean, that's the story at least. He didn't realize it was part of whatever, but it was like for some heart condition or something. So yeah, it was technically a failed drug test and stuff like that, but it wasn't like Alvin Hines was anabolic fucking steroids. He was injecting knowingly for an advantage. This is a little bit different, but it still could play a part. So if you're questioning it, I get it. But it just feels like, Steve Erceg is going to be pumping that jab out there, minutes, landing calf kicks, looking like the more technical guy. And then Tamarov's going to have a big flurry, have a big moment, and we'll see either knocks him down or we'll see if those moments can can win the fight in the judges' eyes and stuff like that. So I think the finishing upside is going to be on the Temerov. I think the moments upside is going to be on Temerov, and in Abu Dhabi and stuff like that, they're going to be oohing, they're going to be eyeing. I think he's going to have the bigger moments to win a decision and has the finishing upside. So I'm going Temerov.
Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I'm surprised you did that. It's awesome because a lot of people love freaking Steve Erceg. Like I said, they bet him from
I'm not betting the guys. Let's relax with that.
Fine, but you still picked him. People bet Erceg from a healthy underdog to a medium-sized favorite. Like they literally flipped the line, plus 130 to minus 130. And now reality's setting back in. But the the majority community vote is still Steve Erceg. And I double-checked that one twice. The vast majority of people are picking Steve Erceg despite that line flipping. I'm on Ramazan here. I think he gets it done. I'm rooting for him. I just need to be vindicated with the whole Steve Erceg is overrated.
Like he really hasn't beat. It's a pretty hollow record. I mean,
who?
Alessandro Crosta, that holds up.
That's
now
a good win. That's it.
I mean, Matt Schnell, Ode Osborne isn't very good, and Tim Elliott's not. I mean, I know Tim Elliott kind of got that jump up in competition or whatever, and he looked fine in that fight, but Tim Elliott's not a very good fighter. So.
And Ode Osborne had Steve Erceg 100% knocked out, but can't defend a freaking takedown. So, yeah. We're rocking with Temerov. So, if you want to check out any picks that we have, any bets that we have on this fight, and we have future bets as well. We already have UFC 330 bets on the board. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click Becoming Members. $10, you'll unlock all of it instantly. We have a $1.99 super chat from TP23. Yet another fish. Oh, you can tell me this isn't a bass? That's not a bass. Is it?
Looks like a big crappie.
The head, yeah, I think that might be. The head is different. Putting 500 on the safety parlay. Let's ride. Hey, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. This safety parlay, to find value, I had to go diving a little bit. This would not be the safety parlay that I put $1 gazillion on. Not this one. I'll tell you when. A normal, regular card where the odds are human level, let's do it. This card, I wouldn't do that. Just do regular dollar amounts. Enjoy the win if it hits. If it misses, we just hit 10 in a row. We're good. And you just keep moving forward. I appreciate the super chat. Next up, at UFC Abu Dhabi, we have the main event of the evening. We have former world champion Magomed Ankalaev taking on short notice step-up Bogdan Guskov. Magomed Ankalaev, 21-2 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5, coming off that title loss to Alex Pereira. Taking on Bogdan Guskov, 18-3 in his career, 4-0-1 in his last 5, coming off that draw to Jan Blachowicz, which really shouldn't have won that fight. I'm not going to bother breaking down who Ankalaev is. You know who he is, like long, rangy striker, beard, no stash, so he has to wrestle he can. Bogdan Guskov, heavy-handed guy. He's just going to headhunt, move forward, try to mix things up. If he doesn't knock you out, you can kind of out-wrestle him. And this is going to be an interesting fight, though, because Ankalaev's path to the title was nonsense. All that hate that I just threw at our boy Steve Erceg, you can do it here, too. If you look at what Ankalaev's done the last few years, he had a draw with Jan Blachowicz in a fight where his legs got destroyed. He had a no contest against chinny-ass Johnny Walker, and then he finally beats him. Then he sneaks out the most boring decision win ever over Alexander Racek, who, by the way, has been knocked out in 3 of his last 4 fights and hasn't won since. And then he went 0 for 12 in takedown attempts against Alex Pereira before ultimately being knocked out by Alex and losing the belt. And I only mention this because here he is again with a cupcake deal. He keeps getting these cupcake opportunities. He's getting Bogdan Guskov on 2 weeks' notice. And if he wins this fight, because this weight class is such a catastrophe, they will rush him into a main event title fight and pretend that he's good. The reality is that Ankalaev is not that guy. He's a giant Dagestani, but he isn't nearly as dominant as the rest of them. He barely wrestles, and when he does, his takedowns are only at a 22% clip. The striking is good, and he does a really good job staying on the outside, but he's not dangerous enough at this level. So now we have boring, never going to knock somebody out in spectacular fashion at this level, Ankalaev, but he's going to win this fight, and then he'll be the world champion. That's the end of the division. Of course he's going to win this fight. He's going to be the pick. I know a lot of you, he's chinny. Alex just knocked him out. Guskov can do the same. No, he can't. That was Alex. Ankalaev is technical. Ankalaev is not going to take any unnecessary chances. The reason he's boring is because he's got pretty good fight IQ, and he's not going to do dumb shit. And I believe Ankalaev and the camp when they say, what was he, injured or he was sick or whatever it was going into that second fight with Alex. I believe them. I think that's true. He was not himself. And Alex connected. Alex knocked him out, and then Alex bailed in the weight class. Ankalaev wins this fight. I don't even think it's close at all. Bogdan Guskov doesn't have a single, very good win. Not a credible win. He's got power, nothing else. Magomed Ankalaev is the better fighter in every other aspect of MMA. He's the pick. These odds are honestly a kind of a gift. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this almost feels like a Mario Batista versus Vinicius type of fight, where Vinicius had a lot of fucking highlights and hypes coming into that fight. And then he runs into somebody that's just a solid fucking dude that kind of just knows how to avoid the chaos. And I think that's what we have here. And I was a big Vinicius guy before that fight, but I was Mario's just a little bit different. He's not going to get hit with the stuff that you can't swing from the hip and hit like a Mario Batista. And there's going to be holes in the grappling if Mario wants to go to it. And that's exactly how that fight played out. And this feels like the same thing. Bogdan is a hands down, wants to catch you with that check left hook when you're coming in. He needs you to be a little bit loose, bring in a little bit of pressure so he can catch those counters on you and stuff like that. And he's got power, but at 205, you got power. And I've been a big fan of Bogdan. He's a former lock of the week and stuff, and I like what he can bring into this fight. And if he comes in and Ankalaev, takes his fight for granted and comes in too aggressive for whatever reason, of course Bogdan can knock this guy out. He can knock anybody out. These are two big fucking dudes, but Ankalaev just isn't that type of guy. He is like a Mario Batista. He's not flashy, but he's just going to go about his business. He's going to take his time, and then as the fight progresses, it's going to favor an Ankalaev. Ankalaev's going to be landing the calf kicks. If he wants to mix in the wrestling, he can mix in the wrestling. Bogdan doesn't have very good wrestling and grappling at all. This just feels like a copy and paste of Vinicius and Mario, where I know it's fun to like the guys like Vinicius, and Bogdan's probably going to come back and win fights afterwards, just like we saw Vinicius come back and fought somebody at that level, was able to knock him out and stuff like that. I like the striking Bogdan brings, but yeah, you know me. I don't like Ankalaev. I love Bogdan. I was looking at this fight being I'm going to sit here and tell the people that Bogdan's going to fucking, it's he's got a check left hook, and that worked for Uber, but Ankalaev's not Yuri coming in all willy-nilly, all wild and stuff like that. It's kind of all he's got. So I got to go Ankalaev, unfortunately.
Yeah, it kind of stinks. And I have nothing against the guy. Maybe he's great.
Do you think that this is a better matchup than Khalil, or do you think Khalil would have been a better matchup?
For Ankalaev?
Yeah, that was the scheduled fight.
This is a much easier fight than Khalil. Khalil's far more dangerous, well-rounded, fought at a higher level for longer.
And he would have been... Khalil could almost technical with Ankalaev.
Yeah.
Kind of play that back and forth game and stuff like that, where Bogdan's just kind of got a willy-nilly shot, and then he's kind of done.
If Khalil fought Bogdan, I would pick Khalil to beat the hell out of him. No? Faster, he'll blast leg kicks. He's got that traditional Muay Thai. We saw he's got dog in him versus Alex. Khalil's a little I don't want to say undersized. He's fucking jacked. He's not that big, so he's short. He's always working with range, but he's just so fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he has just such high-level experience. He's fought everybody multiple times over. So this should be this. This is an easy Ankalaev pick, very easy. I didn't even consider going the other direction, which is unfortunate because Ankalaev is kind of boring, and he will definitely be the world champion again. And if he is, that's the end of this weight class. Guys, that's the breakdown. Go to the website, become a premium member. It's $10. You unlock everything you could ever want or need. Don't forget to subscribe. It costs you nothing, $0 to click the subscribe button. And it gets my juices flowing because I am obsessed with watching this thing grow. So if you want to click subscribe, we would appreciate it. It goes a very long way for the boys. And we always like to support the people who support us. Hayabusa supports us. I've been a Hayabusa guy for the last 15, 20 years, whatever it's been. It's been an insanely long time. Reached out to Hayabusa about a year ago, and he said, hey, love what you guys do. Let me know. And so now they support us. And if you want to support them, you could save a couple of dollars. Hayabusa just released a whole wrestling collection and a comfort collection. I model the comfort collection in the vlog, so you can really get a feel for how nice that stuff is. So go to Hayabusa.com. Use promo code WWP. You'll save 10%. You might need the 10%. It's not cheap stuff. It is expensive, well-made, high-quality stuff that will last forever. So use promo code WWP. Save 10%. Support the people who support us. You guys know I plug premium like a psychopath. I'm not plugging a lot of other brands. Just the people who support us, and that'll be Hayabusa. If you want to send some mail for the next vlog, the last vlog, we got a really cool letter. Did you watch it? You do watch the vlogs. You don't watch my other shit, but you watch the vlogs.
Definitely, yeah. Love them.
Okay. I know you watch the vlogs. We got a really cool letter in the last one. So if you want to send a letter, send it to We Want Picks, PO Box.
Skim through the OKC vlog just to see if you were going to be pantless in your hotel room, and sure enough.
I was. I sure was. We Want Picks, PO Box 406, Prosper, Texas 75078. I plugged premium enough times, and this will be our placeholder slide. But we hit the last two super chats. Stephen McTowley, $2. We will not tolerate Alvin Goonsey Hines slander. Listen, dude did steroids, looked tough, but not good. Got off steroids, got knocked out in the first round. Kind of an outrageous twist of fate there. The funny part about him, he's probably a decent dude. I don't know. But we got some food before OKC. We had like 2 hours to kill. So we walked up the street. We got some tacos. We're sitting there. We're eating. We're talking about the fights. And there's a table of people behind us that like turned around. Like, you guys going to the fight tonight? We're like, yeah. They're like, you think Alvin Hines wins? We're friends with him. I was like, he should win.
He's
but
a cheating bitch, and karma's going to come his way. That's exactly what happened.
I didn't get that far. Well, what are we looking at? Who is that? Is that what is this?
That's your champion, Mackenzie Dern.
That's Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah, she damn right it is.
Damn, yeah, that's probably the best clip of her I've ever seen.
Relax, buddy.
So I was pretty quick with like, he should win, but he's not on steroids this time, and he was last time. And like, yeah, but he went toe to toe with a K1 champion. I was like, he was on steroids. And they're like, oh, come on. It's like, what do you mean? Oh, come on. He was on steroids. Like, so they took it pretty well. They drove there from, was it North Dakota or South Dakota? Some shit.
That's a 3-hour drive.
And then another $1.99 super chat from Gucci Gill. Yuri Voskosta, interim title being targeted for
232.
320.
Back in time.
332. I don't know if this is if you heard this or you're just, this is your theory. I don't know how they could rush Jiri into it. Like, this dude has had so many title shots, so many, and he just got knocked the fuck out in his last one. I can't imagine they can do that.
Sucks, dude.
If Ankalaev wins this fight, maybe Ank versus Costa for interim, but I don't know how you just do Jiri again. I genuinely don't. You can't. You got to wait. He's got to get a win. Thank you very much for the super chat, guys. That's the end of the show.
Versus Larion Douglas.
Sick. Any words for the people before we shut this bitch down and I meet my family for dinner?
Did you say you're going to eat your family for dinner?
Kinda. That's a Reuben Carter tweet. That's funny. No last words, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Genuinely, the amount of people that have signed up.
I'd just like to say,
I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
I'm talking about the Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies. Earlier in the stream, we were discussing kind of like the origins of the universe and stuff, and just kind of want to talk about space travel in general. Kind of what excites me, what scares me, if I were to go up into a ship.
Okay, now we're done here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you want more of Jacob's raw thoughts about space, subscribe to his Substack where he writes endlessly about space nonsense. Thank you so much. Good luck this weekend.
And I just